push it up. Big man. No.
Always just a touch of space madness.
Gangsta Boogie.
I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see.
Show you.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
and good evening. Welcome to the CivFR Squadrons. We do have tonight the Sharks trying to eat some cheese. Looks like we're gonna have La Grande Barriere du Fromage on the light side, and we do have on the left side DSharks. Let me actually open up the screen here so you can see what's going on. They're going through the pick and ban phase for the map, and we do have Lakes and Primordial as the last two choices remaining. They do this very, very quickly. It only took like, I don't know, 30 seconds, maybe 40 seconds for them to actually get onto actually banning the map. Also, good evening, sir. Echo Supreme. Oh, big night, big night. Good. Hope it's gonna go well. I do also see Ponuki Bonsoir Bienvenue. A very good question over there. Are they gonna like the cheese or not? We're gonna need to see, no? I do see also Rafifi. Bonsoir Bienvenue. Armadit Siracuza. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Hello, sir. Also, good evening, sir, and welcome. Fortuna Berry. Good morning, sir. Welcome, welcome. Saps. Bună seara, domnule, și bine ai venit. And also, thank you so much, Fortuna Berry, for picking up that first promotion. Hello there on YouTube. Good evening, sirs, and welcome. Let me actually switch the screen over here. What is going on? Primordial is gonna be the map for tonight, so we're definitely gonna see some boom boom happening. We're gonna need to wait and see how the adjacency between them is gonna happen, or what kind of neighborhood they're gonna have. We do need to see how things are gonna evolve over here in I should say the map choice. They do have right now to ban the civilizations, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to ban quite a few of these naval civilizations because well, yeah, Primordial, it is kind of one of those naval maps. It ends up a lot of the times actually I would say dependent on what kind of naval power they're gonna have, and of course who is gonna be their neighbor. We do need to see what happens here. Trajan is gonna be taken out. Rome on the side of the Sharks, while on the right side La Grande Barriere du Fromage is gonna take out Norway Conge. Definitely makes sense over there. I would imagine also Varangian is probably gonna want to be taken out because yeah, a bit too much power. Let me actually also get to pop out my chats over here properly, so we do get to see what's going on. There we go. One is up, and then the other one is gonna be up. Pop out chat. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, Cleopatra Ptolemy gonna be taken out on the side of the Sharks, and I do see also Indonesia, the one with the Jongs, is gonna be taken out by La Grande Barriere du Fromage. We do need to see how things are gonna evolve over here with the next three bans needed to be picked. Like usually we will see these navals, but a lot of the times also the players do like to ban. There we go, the land civilizations that can have a big power spike when it comes to the damage, and especially since this is gonna be quite a naval map, it is extremely dangerous to have one of these damage dealers next to your territory. Jessica, hello there, ma'am, and welcome. No Trajan. Oh no, yeah, there's no Trajan. I'm sorry, no Trajan, and no Julius either. Look at that, they did take out Julius also. They don't like Rome. I'm sorry, it seems like it is a problem. We do have a bit too much strength, right? We do have on the right side also Philip II gonna be taken out by La Grande Barriere du Fromage with two more choices to go, and it does seem like yeah, they're starting to think about these land civilizations as well as the coastal ones. Well. Ooh. Which civilization is going to be taken out next? That's the biggest question. Coupe has also actually been so present in the last I think a month or so in a lot of the games, kind of irrespective of the map where they did actually try to ban and pick him. I do also see Cithia is going to be picked up as a ban for the Sharks. That's that extra +5, and of course the heal is quite dangerous on the seas. You don't really want those caravels coming against you and having the ability to actually heal. To just keep on attacking, healing your boats, and do the boom boom. We do need to see also another two bans being chosen by La Grande Barriere du Fromage. As you can see, they are taking this one at a time. Whew. I also want to say Primordial map does have quite a few, I should say, choke points that the players, of course, for the naval map, will need to use. We're going to need to identify them when the map is going to be available for us, and of course, it's going to be selected over there to see if anybody can actually pass those armies. Last time, I think it was Eleanor. Didn't we have Primordial a few days ago, actually? And Eleanor did manage to win on it. That was quite impressive. He got quite, I should say, isolated over there, and the fact that he did manage to get isolated, he just could focus on the culture and get that victory. Also, let me put up the map count over here. Give me a second, so everybody that's joining us will know we do have Primordial as the next map. Okay, there we go. Catherine de Medici, the Black Queen, on the side of Fromage, on the side of the cheese. Can I call it cheese? Can I guess it's the big cheese, right? The big cheese wall. The wall of cheese. Yeah, the wall of cheese on the side of the cheese. That would be actually a lot easier than you know, pronouncing all of the time La Grande Barriere du Fromage. It kind of sounds cool, don't get me wrong. I really like actually their name, yeah, but it is yeah. I do have to say, finally actually Discord I don't know, got into his senses, but because right now I can actually use it. It's incredible. I don't have any more lag over there. I do see Portugal also has been taken out by the Sharks, and one more band to go for La Grande Barriere du Fromage before the Sharks are going to need to pick their first choice on the board here. We do have also well, I guess them setting the tone for the game, which will we will need to see what kind of Civ they're gonna pick, if they're gonna go for immediately the naval, or they're gonna actually try to get a land before they reveal their navals. It is, you know, kind of dangerous. On the other side, we do have two choices that La Grande Barriere du Fromage can pick, and you gotta be careful not to allow them to pick the biggest one in the lobby here. And well, I guess we're going to need to see if they actually do manage to get that big advantage from having the first pick, or well, give it up to the others. We'll see. Elizabeth I is gonna be picked up by the cheese. Okay. Victoria, Age of Empire. Okay, well, they're definitely going for the naval. So we do have anyway, getting the free boats from the Royal Navy dockyards. Of course, harbors is always good, and we do need to see how the Sea Dogs are gonna fare. We had quite a few events in the previous games in which the Sea Dogs just from both sides, right? The two nations that did have Sea Dogs were fighting each other, and they were just capturing each other's boats for like 30 turns or 40 turns straight. It was incredible to actually see how many boats did manage to get converted over there by the Sea Dogs. And well, the cheese is gonna need to pick up two civilizations here in order, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to actually get as much time to think as possible. So you see they're ticking on the clock quite a bit here. 15 seconds to go for just the first choice. They will have 1 minute for each of their choices, and by the looks of it, they're running down the clock. They are running down the clock, and it's gonna be Dutch. Oh, wait a second. This might not be the best thing, no? This might not be the best thing. Dutch, I don't know. We haven't seen him play in quite some time here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure anymore if that is even Provincian is that strong. We're definitely gonna need to see how he's gonna try to place his sim, and of course how much naval he's gonna go. We'll see. Also quite a tricky proposition over there to get those admirals, or I should say race for the admirals, because you do want to go usually campuses first, and the harbors are not always coming up quickly. We're gonna need to see for the Dutch. Let me actually take a look at the bonuses here, because I'm pretty sure they added admiral points, right? If I remember correctly. Where was it? There we go. Campuses do provide +1 great admiral point, but you cannot do the projects, and that is a problem, not actually being able to do the projects. At least you get some points, but yeah, not always actually being able to be competitive over there. I do also see Age of Steam has been picked up by La Grande Barriere du Fromage. Also Japan on the other side. That's going to be Hojo Tokyo in Persona on the side of the Sharks. Another two choices to go from each of them. And I think most are in the lobby right now, and I'm pretty sure actually I joined earlier, so we shouldn't have any issues with 0ms. Just gonna keep on watching what's going on over here, and well, I guess I can click on the swap over there with Floppy. Okay, ban still ongoing. Eleanor, England is gonna be picked up. as a ban. They're not gonna allow her in, especially after the last win over there a few days ago. Yeah, dangerous. It did manage to get to what, 2600, 2500 tourism over there, just alone in a corner. And could actually get some rock bands out, but to be honest, the rock bands didn't get him the win. It was actually his passive over there. Did make use of the neighborhoods with the shopping mall. Did use everything that he could have in his abilities over there to actually get as much tourism as quickly as possible. There wasn't that much that actually people could do on the other side. He was trying to fend off the attack, but at the same time he was coming out of a two-prone war. Very hard to actually come back and defend the culture victory. He did try. He did make a good run for it. I'd also see Coupe on the side of the Sharks gonna be taken out, and one more choice for each side. When we're gonna have, of course, these choices being picked up, the cheese team is gonna need to actually get their third on the board, and then the Sharks are gonna need to reveal their full roster. I do see Dido is also gonna be the one being picked up over here on La Grande Barriere du Fromage. And Basil the second is gonna be the last one. Okay, well, there is still Theodora in the game, and we've seen what happens with when Theodora actually gets mad. Goes crazy very quickly. The taxi straight over there was insane yesterday. The plus, what was it? Most of the game he has the +6, and then he reached +8 because he did manage to convert Arabia. Whew, beautiful. We haven't seen that much Arabia actually in the games. I was watching a comment over there from YouTube about this. Yeah, Vizier has been overlooked. The Germans summoned. Well, we're gonna need to see if Ludwig or Barbarossa is gonna get in. To be honest, they had pretty good games, but I gotta mention, they are not really well known for their power at the beginning of the game. Well, not really well known because they haven't been played that much. I do see Persia is going to be taken by La Grande Barriere du Fromage. Okay, Cyrus is going to be their third choice on the board with the extra culture on its trade routes, not to mention the Immortals. He does have a +3 on attack and it does work on the boat, so yeah, at least that. Let's actually see if the Sharks are going to go for the next two. Nader Shah on the side of the Sharks. So we got a Persia on each side. Oh my god, it was just... Well, I guess for the sake of the comment over there on YouTube, I do hope they're gonna have different colors over here assigned to them. Not really close tints. It is gonna be quite something to actually talk about both of the sides, both of the Persias over here, with one on each side. We do have the Sharks also needing to pick up their last choice here, and I do see them thinking quite a bit. How are they gonna finish their roster with already Age of Empire, Hojo, and Nader Shah on their side? I'm actually curious if they're gonna go for a fourth, or I should say a third naval, or they're gonna try to actually get another one of these land civilizations going. Maybe they will also try to go for something niche. I don't know, something, you know, like we've seen before. I don't know, it's maybe some Tamar getting through or something like that. I don't think so though. I don't think so. They're probably gonna go for a safe pick over here, and it is gonna be Kublai China for the Keshek spamming. Let's actually see if he's gonna manage also to get some extra diplomatic visibility over his opponents, with the extra damage always making the difference against his opponents. He does manage to get the double damage from the diplo visibility. Also, MMC, hello there sir. Feels like no naval available. Come on. No naval available. I think Varangian, no? Varangian is available. Yeah, Varangian is available. John Curtin is available. Who do we have? Let's see. Well, I guess you could call Pedro also, but his timing actually comes a bit too late over there. What's remaining? Do we have any more remaining? Tokugawa. There we go. There are quite a few. There are a few of them. Well, this is not naval. And Lady Six guy. This is one of those niches I was talking about. Lady Six guy is gonna be picked up by the cheese. Coupe is banned. Yeah. Toku and Aussie now is massives. Yeah, kind of. Well, the last time actually, Australia didn't do that bad. And I guess we still need to see quite a few games of Tokugawa to actually make, you know, an actual opinion in the competitive games and not actually just take a look at the numbers over there and see, well, it's dead. No more. We do have the full roster, so the Sharks are going to have Age of Empire with Hojo, with also Nidarsha and Kublai Khan China, while on the other side we do have Touch with Age of Steam, Victoria, with Persia, Cyrus, and Maya being picked up by the cheese team, the Grande Barriere du Fromage. Let me actually switch the colors over here, and also, let's see, what do we have? How are they gonna try to get the priority over here? On which civilizations they're gonna put the priority from? Looks like the admirals are gonna be prioritized. We got Victoria, Age of Empire on the top slot there. Also, Erwan is gonna take the second slot for his team, the first team, which is gonna be the fourth one actually, because in between we do have Hash and Fluck playing for the cheese. Erwan for Japan, Floppy on Kublai Khan Mongolia, Apology last slot over here with Nidarsha. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go either campuses or commercials at the beginning, so he's gonna have quite a priority for those, not to mention later on in the game, if he doesn't actually get into a weird situation over there in which he needs to find his neighbor on the seas and on the land, he will definitely try to get also those scientists. Well, that also puts him in a bit of an awkward position here. We're going to need to see how the priority for the Great Wonders is gonna look like, because most of the time, if you've seen, the simmers do try to get a lot of very good wonders to give them that extra edge in the games, just a little bit more, you know. You get 3% there, 2% there, 5% there, and boom, it's a much better empire. Just gonna need to wait for them to actually get to choose their civilizations here, and we're gonna get this going. I think I can actually put up the prediction for who's gonna remap this. Give me a second so I can actually open up my creator dashboard here. Not sure exactly why I didn't have it, but yeah, it's here now, and click on it. Click, and prediction, start the prediction. How many remaps? 0, 1, 2. Let's put it for 15 minutes because we got this a little bit earlier than usual. Thank God I actually remember this. And let me actually also close up the screen because we don't really need to take a look at well, I guess we could take a look at the scores here. Yesterday we did have another game. No, there we go. Okay, really quickly. I'm gonna try to do this quickly. Give me a sec. There we go. So the Sharks are on the third slot here with 11 wins and 6 losses. We do have them with 17 games. This would be their 18th. We also have La Grande Barriere du Fromage on the 7th place with 6 wins and 11 losses.
Murphy-Law retained his knighthood for 8 months. Where those 8 months go?
Thank you so much, Murphy Law. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Indeed, time flies. Time really flies these days. It's incredible, right? We just go from one day to the other. We don't even feel it, or sometimes we feel them too much. What do we have here? First, we need to ask chat, where are we going, left or right? Are we going to take a look at Nanoblaze's Lady Six guy, or are we going to take a look at Nawick's Age of Empire? I do have to point out, on the side of the cheese, we do have Nanoblaze, Hush, Fluck, and Malco showing up for them tonight. On the other side, on the Sharks, we do have Apology, Floppy Flongy, Erwan, and Nawick. You do actually see their civilizations there on the top. I'm not going to read them out, and I'm going to need to also put up the team labels. In the meantime, maybe chat is all going to tell me, where are we going? Where are we going? Okay, I think I'm just gonna write over here the cheese barrier, because that's how it is, no? Okay, the biggest cheese barrier. Oh, thank you so much, Fortuna. Let's go left. Nanoblaze, where is it? here looks like webcam now is gonna have quite a few of these bananas to get the plantations in the northeast, and we do have him with also some tea tiles in the south that he could get there. Matterhorn on the western to get well, I should say some extra score. I don't think he's actually gonna go against somebody over here with that Matterhorn bonus, but we do have him with England towards the north, which is gonna be one of his allies, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to get some coastal trade routes. It's a pretty good land for him to actually get to settle his well, is it pretty good land? Yeah, he's gonna have enough distance to actually settle all of his cities, right? That's the important part. Not amazing northeast, but definitely will have quite a few opportunities over here to get his sim going. Maya doesn't really care about freshwater, so I'm not going to talk about that. We do have him with some diamonds to get some extra gold going, 3 of these tiles to actually get to be improved with mines, and of course share that resource with the others. Taking a look also next, we do have Cyrus on the other side of the map. This is kind of a very fractally map by the looks of it. Looks like Cyrus is going to have Crater Lake on the left side, his freshwater from the rivers, and also quite a few tutus around him. He does have how to say, he does have also a deer tile in the third ring that might actually give him a Temple of Artemis if he's gonna wanna get that going. I don't think he's gonna have time though, because we do have Japan in the southeast, which is definitely gonna try to get some boats out, and as you can see, they are easily connected on the coast here, on the left and on the right at the same time. They're kind of on the same island, only being connected over here by a single one tile choke, which I'm pretty sure at some point Persia is gonna wanna settle. Hush over here is gonna have quite a big mission to go against his neighbor over here, Japan. Well, good thing is Hojo did get a bit of a nerf, right, with the extra +5 that he had in the shallow waters, changed to extra +3, losing those 2 extra combat strength points on each of his boats that are going to be in the shallow water tiles, and also all of the land units that are going to be next to the coast. Moving forward, we do need to see Dutch. Dutch is going to have a coastal settle. He's also going to have a 3-to-1 fertile that he's going to get to make use of for the extra food. We do have him southeast and east side with this river actually giving him multiple settles, and some lakes on the western side where he can put his polders. It doesn't seem like he's going to benefit that much from that many rivers, and I do also notice an opponent is going to be relatively close to him, and that's going to be Kublai Khan, China. Might be quite a strong opponent over here for him to actually trade punches with. Good thing is he does have one tile chokes in between, and as you can see, the chokes are actually next to water. He might actually get to make good use out of his boats, as well as to defend himself, as well as his units. Amsterdam here also getting his scout out in 2 turns with the fertiles. Maybe he can go for his own Temple of Artemis here, or I should say his Temple of Artemis. The banana city on the northeast side is going to be quite hard to reach, even though he's going to get a lot of food there, especially from the chops with the rainforest and of course the bananas from the get-go. Oh my god, it's going to take a long time to get there. I'm pretty sure he's going to settle that in the fourth time, well, I guess the 4th city or something. With the priest, good evening, sir, and welcome. Also perfect timing indeed. You like this country today, KW? Not a lot of fresh water settles, but it doesn't matter, Horn. Yeah, it doesn't matter, Horn. Age of Steam Victoria is to the north of Maya, and Sheffield is gonna get his own scout out. He will have quite a few coastal settles without fresh water. The only one with fresh water is gonna be this one on the western side, and of course his capital. Doesn't seem like this is gonna be a great one either, but at least he's gonna get that wheat tile settled, and of course benefit from the 1-3 there. While I would imagine he's gonna want to actually get his cities all over the place. I do want to see if anybody's here, so there will be a possibility for him to actually get boats out on the western flank, which will allow him to actually get Granada and also go towards Japan, basically help out Persia over here against Japan, which is gonna be quite an advantage. On the right side, we do have also Xanadu on the coast. This is another one of his possible opponents here, and might come to save Dutch in the nick of time. We do have Apology also over here with Mashad getting his scout out in 2. Looks like a lot of these Mercury tiles, 5 of these Mercury tiles to the west and to the north. While I do see he's going to have fresh water from that 2-tile lake, he's also going to have the Dutch to the north. Again, 2 1-tile chokes are going to separate the Dutch from his opponents. This is incredible. I cannot believe how lucky Fluck is. I really cannot believe. Look at this defense. 1-tile choke, 1-tile choke, 1-tile choke, 1-tile choke. Really? This is incredible. Really? So many 1-tile chokes, man. Anyway, he's not going to get onto the seas with some navy, but I do see London over here is going to have that opportunity, and we're going to need to see if we're going to have the Dutch being attacked by Age Age of Steam, sorry, Age of Empire later on in the game. And we do have Mashad with this river towards the south, giving himself another one of these settles for a 2-2 base, while the other cities, except the one on the lake, are going to have the coastal spawn. It's only going to get the half housing in them. We also do need to see later on how he's going to try to plan out his city placements at the beginning, and how much he's actually going to want to go against the Netherlands, in the Dutch in the north. Looking at Floppy, he's quite close to the Netherlands also on the left hand side. He does have his gypsum tiles giving him those extra points of production, and the food from the bananas, and of course the soon to be improved the fish tile in the water. Banana City Northeast also multiple cities that he could place towards Netherlands here, so he could actually get closer and maybe even get through the chokes here. And that would help him to actually keep pushing Netherlands, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be a big conflict zone if this map is going to be picked. Looking at their vision here, it doesn't seem like they have first of all that much they're very close to each other. That's one thing that I want to point out. They can couple with each other, or in twos, basically couple in twos their economies. And one of the big things over here, it doesn't seem like they're incentivized to actually get to remap because of their proximity to each other. What it does seem is what it might happen is they're not gonna get the information about their neighborhood here, but I do see there's one more turn for Persia to actually meet Netherlands. Flak is going through the choke point there, and I do see another one of these apology scouts on the right side of that choke of that mountain range is gonna get through, while Netherlands is not gonna know about it. He will probably be incentivized to go for the river settle in the south or on the eastern side where he does have more food, and we're going to need to see if this scout is gonna be enough to actually escort that settler to its position. Hojo Tokimun also on the coast here with the northwest being covered by Persia, and of course that's going to be one of his opponents. He has a second city to the western side on the truffle tile with quite a few shops in the capital, and from what I do see on the east, he's going to have more fresh water from rivers. This one is not going to have fresh water, but can aqueduct it later, so you know, it's not that big of a problem. Actually, you could put the city on the 2-2 base and try to get the harbor out anyways, but you're not going to have that extra adjacency, which usually it is quite valued. But sometimes you gotta make that sacrifice and put it down anyway, even if you don't have that much adjacency on it. With the settler coming up in 2, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to wait and see how things are gonna evolve here, and what kind of bonuses they're gonna get. Looking at Victoria, Age of Empire, we do have London here getting a settler out in one turn, and he does have the Cliffs of Dover to the northwestern side. I have to say, I think from all of the spawns, this kind of looks like the weakest one. He has a pretty good capital, but his other cities are gonna be devoid of a lot of fields, a lot of fresh water, chops, and other stuff. Not to mention, there aren't that many cities to settle. Good thing is, he does have a decent amount of fish tiles in the water with 2 reef fish to improve here. He's also going to have a pretty good campus in between them. Probably not going to go for bronze working, so the iron tile is probably going to be safe to get a campus on. We do have, of course, the remap choice. Okay, so first of all, they saw this. Okay, they saw this. Second of all, Netherlands is coming in with the settler, and he's not seeing the Persian scout. Oh my, look at this. The Persian scout actually has 3 movement, right? And it looks like it's going there. While I do see Netherlands is going there also. He needs to move and spam B, right? He needs to move and spam B. Copperbat, hello there, man, and welcome. And Murphylo also saying not a lot of freshwater settles, but it doesn't matter, Hon. Yeah. True. I think I actually said that earlier. W, you know, just it is what it is. Jessica was also asking about Brazil. Yeah, Brazil didn't get in. But good thing is we do have Maya to actually take a look at a bit of a different gameplay here, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of boom. If this map goes through, this is gonna be a lot of boom, and this map goes through, we gotta go. Okay, let's see how things are going. How is this evolving here? Now we did have. Oh my God, I didn't actually put the second team label on the screen. Whoa. Anyway, let's actually finish the prediction here really quickly. And submissions. No, last moving. Oh my God, man. People are last moving. Choice. How many remaps? 0. We had 0 remaps. Complete prediction. Let's go. And by the looks of it, we're also going to need to take a look. back on each civilization to see their strategic resources, not to mention their opening moves. Seems like Persia did not manage to get to Maastricht to actually take out that city center. The cities of the Dutch are getting their campuses down, pre-placed over here, so he can start working on the other ones. I do see, of course, he's being discovered, sniffed out by Persia, and we're going to need to see if he's smelling good or not. We do also I need to take a look here on from the beginning, right? Lady 6 guy gonna get his first city to the western side, directly on Matterhorn. We do have England actually getting some visibility over there, and I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be in any kind of conflict at the moment. He did manage to pre-place his observatory between those two bananas, which he does need to actually get plantations on. Has a few of these rainforest tiles around him, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Settler coming up in 410s, while he will need to get his niter improved. I'm pretty sure, like looking at what's going on here, yeah, maybe DShark would actually get some units against the Netherlands. Maybe also Kublai Khan will get some units against Netherlands, but this is the problem, right? We do have him with unfortunate problem of one-tile chokes.
Hello, Mr. Michael, sir. Nice to see you.
Hello, Crispy Crames. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub and, of course, for the 4 months. Thank you, sir. And also, Copperband, hello there, ma'am, and welcome. Oh, my God. At jail. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. Oh, let's actually take a look what's next. We do need to take a look at Cyrus here. After we saw Maya, we got Cyrus here, northeast. He didn't get his next settle, but it looks like he's gonna settle the Crater Lake. I'm actually, yeah, there we go. I wanted to take a look if he's gonna settle on the coast or he's just gonna go there and put down his harbor. Looks like he is gonna go next to the Pearl Tile. We'll get the extra fresh water from the Crater Lake and, of course, benefit from maybe a little bit of faith. But to be honest, usually the players don't really like to actually work the Crater Lake tile. At least he does have 2 food to keep growing your city, but 0 production. That is usually a problem. We do have Pasagarde getting also the benefits of extra food from a banana tile, and he's getting his 3rd city out soon. He did manage to actually meet over here Japan, and this is going to become a problem for Persia. I do see Hash is going to pick up one of those tiki huts. He does need to go northwest to get it going, and there is a possibility that Japan might actually keep on going to the western side here and, of course, get into the choke points. That would mean Pasagarde would need to actually get his cities out somewhere else, not in the south, where he does have quite a few chops, and, of course, get that connection city going towards the southeast. While I gotta also say, he's going to need to settle over here with no fresh water possibilities, just like the other one. Hash is also going to have his niter tile quite far away in the northwest and has no niter tile in the capital. And of course, the niter is going to be extremely important for that frigate timing. Yeah, in the meantime, they need the gold. I wouldn't imagine they need that much iron or that much horse, those many horses, but I'm pretty sure they're going to need the niter for those frigates. We do need to also move towards Wilhelmina here. We do have Wilhelmina getting his units out to stop the Persian invasion with all of the cats coming through the mountains here. Oh my god, man, there was one single scout cat, and it happened like in Australia, you know? A lot of cats just came out of the boats over there, and of course they started getting into Netherlands territory. We got some campuses in Maastricht and of course Amsterdam. We do have another settler coming out here, and I would imagine he's gonna go to the eastern side. I do have to say Mongolia is not actually revealing his position to the west, and there was 0 scouts. There were 0 scouts from Netherlands actually going to the western side. He does not know. He does have choke points over here, and that could be a problem. That might be a problem. We do have also, by the looks of it, him still benefiting from those, of course, fertiles and the fish tile, which he didn't get improved yet. He's gonna need to get it improved soon. I do also want to mention, where is his niter? Yeah, niter tile in the Maastricht. So okay, so he already settled next to it. He's gonna have this. If he's gonna go for military engineering, that's fine. I do see Victoria, Age of Steam also. Where is Victoria? Here, to the north of Maya. By the way, they're coupled together, right? We're gonna have actually Netherlands having the ability to trade with Cyrus, and we're gonna have Maya having the ability to trade with England, if only he gets that city to the north. Welcome to Billy, and good evening, sir, and welcome. I do see also Bradford did get settled south, non-freshwater position. He's getting another city northwest, and we'll probably put it over there on the wheat tile, I would imagine. He does have quite a few reef tiles to also get the extra adjacency towards campuses, including one of the in the capital, which he might actually get to use over here with one of those government in between those two districts. So he gets the maximum output by using these adjacency. Sheffield is going to start getting his monuments out, just the same with Bradford. I do see he's getting some extra faith pattern from the Pearl tile, which will allow him to actually get a quick Pantheon. Well, I say a quick Pantheon because it's going to take quite a bit of time to add to get to 12 points, especially with just one a turn. I do have to say Malco already has 10, so he did get this improved for quite some time here, and we're going to see him pick up a Pantheon soon. Hash already has 15 actually, so he's going to pick up a Pantheon probably next turn. Oh yeah, he's getting that. He actually worked at 4-2-10s the Crater Lake and now switched towards 2-2, so he gets some extra production and keeps growing. Looking at also Apology here on Nedersha, we do have him to the south of Netherlands, which I gotta say already is pushing back his cat scouts there. Persia started to get his traders out and initially settled directly towards the north, towards his opponent. It looks like the second city is also gonna go westward here towards those Mercury tiles. I find it quite unlikely that he's actually gonna go for something like religious idols to get the extra what is it, gold and faith from these Mercury tiles. Anyway, I do see also the monuments coming out from Sparta, 3 10s for a builder from Ashad. There are quite a few 2-2s around, and of course we're going to need to see how things are going to evolve with Apology getting that trader going. Okay. No. Yeah, if he's gonna get pillaged, that's what I wanted to say. But to be honest, right now it looks like Persia might actually get out with his scout, get to him promoted. There isn't that much of a possibility for actually Netherlands to get through the forest and have still the movement. And I do have to say the Mongolian scouts did start to make their appearance felt over here in the cities of Netherlands. This is gonna cause a problem because he cannot finish the campuses. If he does, he's just gonna get pillaged, and that's gonna be just you know, a lot more science for Mongolia than it will be for Netherlands to actually finish that campus. Switch to production towards monuments. Bought a slinger here, invested 65 gold for the defense. Next prediction, let's put it going. Yeah, let's get it going. Start a prediction for who will conquer the first city. We do have the Sharks on one side and the big cheese barrier on the other side. Oh my, 50 minutes is the submission period, and there we go. We got it going. Okay. Apology, still no Pantheon yet. His Niter tile is to the south over here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get the city over there on the 1-2. Bit of a problem with the food. He's going to need to get the farms on the wheat tiles if he actually wants the food there, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine with the improvements. We do see also Floppy with 3 cities already. He did manage to get his gypsum tiles improved quite early on. I don't see that many more stone tiles or possible quarries for him to actually get the stone circles improvement, but you know, there is always that choice. Yeah, we do have him with another freshwater city on the rice tile northwest, which is not going to have that many tiles, but at least he's going to get the fresh water. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to go next to the mountains here northeast and try to focus his efforts on the eastern side where he does have, of course, Netherlands. Netherlands did pick up a Pantheon that's going to be God of the Forge. We got some galleys coming around, and he's going to want to take a look at how his water body is looking like. At the moment, they don't have visibility over everything. They know he's on an island. They know to the south he's connected to the south, but to the west side he has no idea what's going on there. We didn't have even Maya actually managing to get the visibility on I would say on his own coast to see how split the Yellow Sea is. Is there gonna be a, well, I guess Maya did manage to get this one going, and the question is there gonna be a connection here between Maya and of course Mongolia, or I should say China, or not? We do have another builder coming up in 2 turns here from Mongolia. We do have him also with where is his Niter tile next to Korabagasun. Okay, he did settle on Mercury tile, so he's getting the extra science points from underneath his settler and of course the amenity, while he did manage to get also his celestial navigation boost, improving 2 of his coastal resources. Also Crispy was mentioning, I've been to Crater Lake. It's absolutely stunning. I work it even if it's not optimal. I see, amazing. I didn't actually see Crater Lake, but yeah, amazing that you got to visit it. 2 City Japan, what is happening there? Let's see. Yeah, he's just slow on getting his 3rd city. it's about that time, right? He just got that a little bit slower than everybody else. Looking at Erwan, we do have him soon gonna put that city down. He does need another 2 turns to move on to the rainforest tile and settle his city. While I do see Kyoto did finish his monument and Fukuoka is gonna finish it next turn. He does have the truffles to give him the extra gold here. 2 of these big tiles are gonna give him 6 gold a turn from the beginning of the game. Not bad. More cities that he could settle towards Persia, and I do also notice Persia did pick City Patron Goddess as his first pantheon, which will allow him to get the production towards his harbors probably, right? I would imagine it's gonna be harbors. Yeah, Hush is going Celestial Navigation here. We do have everyone also 3 turns away from Celestial Navigation, so they're about the same time. Getting the fish improved for the food, and I do see his night tile is gonna be inland here. He does need to actually settle another city for it, because otherwise he's not gonna have the tile option to get that 4th ring Niter in his empire. Hunde Priest also, Gordian is so exposed, Hush will die to caravels. We shall see. We shall see. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of war between them. We already have a boat from Persia moving towards the south, and I also want to point out England is here also. And England is an ally of Hojo Tokimen. This is gonna be quite deadly for Hush if Dutch is not gonna get through, right? This is a problem. This is a major problem. And looking at now we do have him with London getting his 4th city out. He doesn't have a pantheon yet, and I think he's actually the only one that did go for 4 cities. Let me actually double check, because it kind of seems like he's the only one that went for 4 cities. Maya maybe? No, not even Maya. Not even Maya went for 4 cities. Yeah, they went for their Royal Navy dockyards, for their harbors, for their observatories, for their campuses, not the 4th city. We do have London here managing to get that extra production going. He did grow his city quite quickly with the rice tiles, having also one for deer tile to couple it to get the double production from it. Also, Mongol is on 4. Mongol is on 4. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. He did manage to get so Mongol and Nawi and Age of Empire. Nice catch over there. Naval prefers 4 city because they have trouble discounting the campuses otherwise. True. They didn't all go. They didn't all go. Look at that. Anyway. This third city is probably gonna settle directly on the Niter tile to be in between those 2 twos, other 2 twos. He's also gonna have another city spot on the cattle tiles directly south of that city center. And I do have to say he did stay away from actually getting this rice settle in the south. All of his island is gonna be available to actually move boats from the left to the right, to the north, to the south. Not a problem to actually get to reinforce any kind of conflict zone that he's gonna have. And we're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to actually get Persia down, or Persia will manage to actually, defend this. Taking a look at also the other pantheons here that we do have on the screen. Okay, Plymouth did get settled. God of Craftsman picked up by Persia. Triple encampment set up right next to the Dutch, right next to Flak. We do have Apology getting iron working in 2 turns. Wait, what? This is 1023, guys. This is 1023. He has iron working in 2 turns. Is he gonna get an... Oh my god. Can you imagine if he gets an immortal right now? Like, can you imagine that scenario in which he's gonna start pumping out immortals? Oh my, do they have gold? Let me see. Gold, 18 gold a turn on Floppy, 12 gold a turn on R1, and I do see Apology is only on 7 gold. In the bank, they have a decent amount, but I guess in 2 turns he's gonna manage to get enough so he can actually get an upgrade there if he wants to get one of his... I would say one of his warriors out. We do have also him trying to get a granary in Halicarnassus, and I do see he's plugging in Moksha in the capital city, putting down another encampment from Sparta. While the first one started to actually acquire points, he's gonna need to do it from the next turn, because that's how it works, right? When you finish the encampment, it doesn't show you that you're making 1 point a turn. 1 turn does need to roll over. We also have him. Oh, there we go. He switched actually to get a monument there in the capital. Moving towards Dutch, God of the Forge being picked up will mean more production towards his ancient and classical units. And I do see he's still getting poked a little bit by Mongolia scouts. Floppy does have a yellow scout over here just moving around. And I do also notice Floppy has already sent one of his traders towards Persia to get that gold going. You actually have, that's how he's actually making the 19 points of gold per turn. Actually, sorry, 17 points of gold per turn. Another campus from Utrecht, third one. And yeah, we do need to see if more builders are going to come out here from Netherlands. Looking at the text, though, is barely right now getting animal husbandry and craftsmanship. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if right now Persia gets an immortal? One immortal to rule the day. One immortal. To the left, to the right, to the north, to the south. Sounds like a Beyonce song. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, no? Let's actually take a look. Mongols, when goddess of tides, he's gonna get the extra culture from his improved coastal resources. Looks like he will give up on the fresh water from the northern city. Didn't want to settle the rice tile, and he's gonna go closer to the one tile lake, which to be honest has a lot more tiles to use, so it kind of seems like it is gonna be a good choice over there. I do have to say that will also block this eastern side settle, and because it's too close. It's too close. This one settle on the grassland, the marsh tile over here next to the bananas, is gonna be too close to that banana tile. So yeah, a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna put it in a non-freshwater position. Moksha establishing the capital, getting his harbors out slowly, because you know he doesn't have the half coast on them. He did manage to improve his horse style, did not put down an encampment, and did not actually get his bronze working going. Apology gonna finish his iron working next turn. I still don't see him actually benefiting from how to say that many of these pre-builds, or I should say the warriors. He's gonna get another one of these iron improved, and of course gonna have a significant amount of iron per turn. Not a problem to actually hard build the immortals. They don't take that long, but usually you do need to actually get you know, your wall of throne going and so on, so you can build them in good enough time. And that's one of the reasons the players do choose to actually go for warriors first and try to improve them into the unique unit, into the immortal, so they can get faster. The upgrades can get faster. Looking next, what do we have here? Maya, did he get something? He didn't get something yet. He did get his observatories going, and I do see he pre-placed the hanging gardens here from Webcam now. We do have him also getting a bit of science from his improved plantations. Finally, he did manage to get one of the bananas and got that extra adjacency towards the observatories. We'll have also El Mirador to improve the 2 T-tiles here, and I do see he's definitely going to have more cities with adjacency from sill tiles. For example, this is going to be another good observatory. To the north, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get another city over somewhere. He's probably gonna put around one here and one here, I would imagine, so he can space out as many cities as possible. This one also could be a city center next, and this one, so he's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities. Doesn't seem that bad for a Maya gameplay. Getting his 4th city out in 2 turns. Moksha establishing the capital for the extra culture, and we are turn 26. I would imagine we do have everybody managing to get their golden ages, well, except Nader Shah. Nader Shah, 16 points out of 19. He's getting his first immortal out in, and this is what I was mentioning. You see how much time it takes. Mashhad is still growing. It's still growing. It's 3 population points. Doesn't have a builder yet to actually help him chop some of these immortals. And even if he did put a Gogi on, it's only one turn of a shave, right? That's it. This is a really great land for Maya on this map. Yeah. We do have builder coming up there from Sparta, and of course we're going to need to wait for him to connect that other city, Halicarnassus, to the capital. In the tech side, I do see he's going for archery and state workforce. Doesn't have his government plaza yet. Put down a 3rd encampment actually from Halicarnassus. Couldn't manage to finish it because he does want a granary, so he allows the city to keep growing. Quite important to actually allow the city to keep growing. Fortunately, didn't have tiles over here to get some improvements on to get extra housing easily. I do have to say sometimes the players, especially on Persia, do prefer to actually use its unique improvement to add more housing, especially to the coastal cities. This time around, didn't actually get to do it. Let's see here. We do have an encampment being placed by Netherlands, and he's gonna go for his encampment training project. I do see the Dutch is gonna get his iron working in 6 turns, while he does have 1 half HP warrior. In the choke point, he did manage to push back that Persian slinger into his encampment. Well, that's going to get a promotion. That's going to turn into an archer. That's going to be deadly later on to that warrior. That's a bit of an issue. Let's see also on Age of team, we do have God of the Sea being chosen. He already improved 3 of his coastal resources, getting the extra production boost here on pearl tiles 2-3-1-1s. Beautiful pearl tiles, beautiful. Wilhelmina has a troublesome neighbor. He has 2 troublesome neighbors. You stand corrected, right? Rafifi, 2 troublesome neighbors, no? I'm pretty sure we're gonna have quite a bit of problems actually coming out from Mongolia. But the question is Mongolia gonna want to pick up the responsibility of doing something against Malco? Because that's kind of what I'm thinking right now, right? It feels like they're gonna leave Persia and then alone with the Dutch, and we're gonna have Mongolia picking up the responsibility to go against England, while Hush is gonna need to do a 1 versus 2 over here against his other opponents. Not easy, not easy. Hush is gonna have a very hard game in front of him. We also do need to see here if England, Age of Empire, did manage to get something. No, and he did not get that 2-3-1 fertile. That's quite expensive. He's starting to get his campuses down, and I do see Bristol placed 1 over here. That's going to be a big +4 with also a possible +3 that could be placed on that marsh tile towards the north of London. Plymouth getting a Royal Navy dockyard, 4 times for another city center to come out from London. We do have him here with another rice settle towards the south, and I do see he is actually sending those free boats that he got from his Royal Navy dockyard placements towards Hong Kong. He's also going to get to pillage the harbor for a bit of extra gold there. Now Wick is already starting to get his war going against Hong Kong. Got one of his builders with 2 charges, and we'll get to improve this land with it or get some chops going. Not bad to get this. Yeah, he does have God of the Forge at least, but I gotta say Netherlands here is in deep trouble. Deep trouble. It's not really well known for having the ability to defend itself against the land civilization at the beginning of the game. Now, we do also see there's quite a bit of gold generation going on either side, with 10 on Lady 6 guys, 15 on Cyrus. We do have Wilhelmina on 4, and Malco is going to be 13. On the other side, Apology with Nadershah is going to get his 5. Floppy already on 25 because he did send his external trade routes towards Halicarnassus. I'm pretty sure he's also going to tell over here Halicarnassus, hey, get that Reina in, double the gold. Now, we do have also Erwan with 9 science, 16 culture on 16 gold a turn. And Nawik is going to be on his 18 gold a turn. Well, this is starting to be a bigger and bigger problem. Persia did send one of his boats to the south, and it seems like it got sent back quite quickly by the Japanese galleys. Did not actually do much over there. Maybe slow down the harbor placement, but that's about it. And we do have him also getting his harbors out and working on more galleys from Zranka. Started putting some of his Peridesas down, and this is what I was mentioning, but wait a second. This city does have fresh water, so you know the extra housing. It's more for the other stuff, right? Getting his era score going. In the era score, looks like also Apology still on 16 out of 19. Wait a second. Is he actually gonna chop this Immortal out or something? Okay, 2 turns is Immortal from that one. Where is he? We're still... Okay, so next turn he's gonna get the points. It's all good, guys. He does get the 4 points coming up from his unique unit, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. And from what I do notice at the moment in Netherlands territory, he's just getting those projects out for his generals. Persia is already with 2 points a turn, 3 turns out from picking up the first general Trung track, while nobody else other than Netherlands is getting these great general points. That means there isn't that much competition for the first 4 ones, so it doesn't seem like Apology is going to be interested in going for another wave of projects, because he can get it, right? He can get it anyway. Governor Plaza pre-plays here, started improving his strategic resources, and of course getting the extra production and the faith point with the help of his Pantheon, their God of Craftsmen. Encampment training project coming out from Netherlands next turn. He's going to need at least 2 of these. He's only making 1 point a turn, but I do have to say he has a good amount of science and culture already on 18 and 14 versus Apologies 13 and 13. With more monuments coming up, more culture is going to be added. Hello there, papas. Good evening, sir, on YouTube. Also, is anyone on merchants? Maya baby. I didn't see anybody on commercials. Nobody. I didn't see anybody. So we got the Fadlan, yes, you're right, with the increased trade out capacity here, and I do see in the scientist screen at the moment there's no Hypatia, and none of them have been recruited. Now, while in the Admiral screen I do see Gaius Durius. We do have Age of Steam with 3 great Admiral points, Netherlands 3, and that's from his campuses, and England is going to be 4. We got Persia on 2, Mongolia on 2, Japan on 1. Wow, Japan was quite late in actually getting his harbors down. I think he just got 3 of them. Right? Okay, he just got his 3rd one finished and started working on his lighthouses slowly. He's still putting units in the front of Hush, and to be honest, it looks like Hush over here did not go for his unique units. He's just getting some boats out so he can fend off the attacks from Nawik from the south, which I gotta say, Nawik is already way ahead in city count. He did manage to take over the city of Hong Kong. Did he pillage the harbor though? That's what I want to know. Yes, he did get the gold from the harbor. That's pretty good, right? They do manage to acquire a significant amount of gold per turn. And since Persia is going on the offense here, they might actually need quite a bit of gold to upgrade these warriors into the unique units, into the immortals. The road already has been built towards Sparta, so it's just a matter of getting through the hills here. And I do notice already Netherlands is getting back his warrior, so he can upgrade it into one of his swordsmen. The question is, did he manage to get iron working? I think he did. He did improve his iron, and I'm pretty sure I saw him discovering going for the iron working technology. If he got the boost, he might have actually had it, right? We don't see any pre-builds here, and we will see some builders coming around. I'm pretty sure with the bronze working, he's gonna get the chops on the rainforest. That shouldn't be a problem for him to just keep on chopping units here. North, still not happening. 4th city also here from Persia, from Cyrus. We got another harbor getting out. The lighthouses are gonna get through, and I do see he's actually switching to building a Governor Plaza first. He does want those governor titles as quickly as possible. We do have Pingala here available for him already placed in the city of Pasagarde, which is gonna give him those extra science points. Definitely wants to get that advantage going. We will also need to see already Persia having 3 immortals. So yes, we do have warriors coming out from Maastricht. And I do have to point out, he's the only one making iron, and he has only 1 iron tile. This might actually be a bit too little. He only has 2 iron right now. Oh my. And nobody else has an either. He has horses. Okay, horseback riding coming up next turn, military tradition next turn, so he's at least gonna have that technology. And the immortals should do well against the horses though. Much better against horses than I would say than against a swordsman. And yeah, there we go. 4 immortals already. General is gonna come out next turn from Persia. I'm pretty sure he's gonna teleport it in the city of Sparta and also move it onto the front line quite quickly. While these immortals are gonna take time to get through the forest, the general is gonna catch up to them quite quickly. Blazecat Games, good evening sir and welcome. Also, cause it's not really worth the money to upgrade warriors, and trading iron is a lot of work, and it doesn't really work if you accumulate too much iron. You're talking about discovering bronze working on other times on your team, but from the other players, or are you talking about just how many times Netherlands has, and the fact that the swordsmen are not usually preferred as a classical unit because exactly of what you said over there? With the car production difference is not that high anyway. A Gogi? You mean a Gogi? Yeah, the production is not that big. Yeah, let's actually see. We have a general. Yeah, we got a general here for the Netherlands also. So both of them are gonna get generals. Persia is about to cook up a stew in a Dutch oven. Well, let's see if he's gonna get through, because it definitely feels like these immortals are looking for trouble. And they do have the extra +5 from Nader's ability, and of course they're gonna pack quite a bit of a punch even with the ranged attack. There is a Persian archer that is shooting at the Netherlands archer, but it looks like yeah, they're just damaging each other over here. We got the horses coming out from the production queues from Netherlands soon. And I do see he did manage to recruit Trungtrak as the first one. That means also Persia, Nader did manage to also recruit Hannibal Barca. Both of them do have generals here. With Governor Plaza finishing next in Mashhad, he's going to get that extra culture going. And I do see Apology right now on 16 and 14. On Lady 6, guys, since we did jump into the new era, I do have to actually move you a little bit on the screen, but I do want to take a look at the city states before we're going to take a look at what are they going for. Granada with Preslav for the military city states. We got Cinguetti with Lavenda for the religious bonuses. Muscat, Venice, Cahokia, and Hansa for the trade bonuses, with Fez also on the science. Ayutthaya, the only one for culture. Cinguetti with Laventa also for religion. It doesn't seem like anybody's going to get a religion this game around. We do see Maya with 22 science and 27 culture. Went for Pembrush and Voice Golden Age to get more culture and open up those policy cards, while he's gonna go for Hanging Gardens here in 210s, gonna get that extra housing going, the extra growth, and the housing coupled with the houses is gonna be amazing. Has cities that he could actually get some boats out from, and I do notice he's gonna have El Mirador on the east, Koba to the southwest. Koba probably gonna need to put one in the north if he wants to get some boats out, just the same as Koba, and he's gonna get them over there. I would imagine he's gonna put them in the one tile lake. Did also manage to recruit Ariabata, which only open up Zangheng. It doesn't seem like he's gonna have the opportunity to go for Hypatia early. That's a bit of an issue, but what can you do? What can you do? There's nothing you can do. Anyway, now on Hush, 17 science with 16 culture. Cyrus Persia is gonna get his 4 cities out already to work for some boats, and I do see he's getting his lighthouses for those internal trade routes. He already has another one coming out from Passacardi in 210s, and the connected one from the city of Zranka to the capital. We do have him getting some more builders. Pembrush and Voice Golden is 29 gold and 43 points of production. Not bad at the moment. Actually, he does have quite a bit higher production over here. Not bad at all. A bit more than Erwan, but not by much, to be honest. Flak is 20 science with 27 culture, and I do see he's getting pushed strongly by his neighbor over here, Persia. We do need to see these immortals actually getting the bonuses of the generals. You do see there is a massive difference, especially when the general is in range over here. Yeah, there we go. 47 attack. This one, 38 attack. Woo! Yeah, that's quite a change. That is quite a change. We do have Malco, right? We were talking about Malco. Okay, Malco next. 3 times for a settler from Bradford, using Ancestral Hall as a specializing building of choice in his capital city. He did manage to take over Nazca with a few galleys, and also gonna get an army of builders to start improving his territory. Did place his government plaza, but unfortunately didn't get it in between Sheffield and Bradford, so he can add that adjacency towards the fish. But I do have to point out he's still gonna get 2 slots for those campuses, just not gonna be the best, or I should say the biggest science generated. I'm pretty sure other districts are going to be placed over there, and maybe with those he's going to get it. He did manage to recruit also Artemisia. Next one is going to be handled on Navigator, and it looks like Netherlands has enough points. Then we're going to come back soon over here on Malco to see how he's going. 14 science, 33 culture, 26 gold, 10 and 44 points of production. Does look good. On the other side, Apology, let's see. He's already starting to do the damage here. We do have him actually getting counter-attacked, and by the looks of it, Netherlands did get a horse and a swordsman out. Neither of them actually attacked into this immortal. What happened here? Was this a flood or something, or just from the hits of a single archer? I kind of doubted that this... Oh, okay, so that happened. He attacked into the warrior, and then an archer attacked into him, and I think that's how he actually lost his health here. He doesn't have enough promotion points yet to get his free promotion, which is gonna mean that he might actually need to pull that back. There is an archer. There are another 2 archers moving from the north of Utrecht, and I do see Persia's archers. It's just not gonna have what it takes to defend this. We do have also the immortal slowly getting through, and since he didn't manage to actually recruit something like Burika to get those, I would say. Roads going, I do see it's the next general, and I do also notice he's starting to make the projects for it, so he can get that. Another settler is coming out from Sparta in 1 turn. He has the possibility of actually photo settling his opponent here on the stone tile, which, to be honest, I'm not sure if it's the best case. No, it is actually, because we do have Nawik actually protecting his eastern side, and that shouldn't be a problem. Persia did manage to promote his immortal over there, managing to get hit by the horse. I guess so. Well, no, he didn't get hit by the horse. Or maybe last time he got hit by the horse. Anyway, looks like he did lose his first immortal there. That is a bit unfortunate. Yeah. Uh-oh, we got some heavy chariots also from Mongolia. Anyway, Floppy is here with 18 science, 37 points of culture, 50 points of production with a Pembrush and Voice as the first golden age. We do have him getting his 5th city out next turn, and yeah, we do have some lighthouses that are getting into his harbors next to those campuses to give him those extra trade routes. Gonna finish another campus here from Hami, only a +3, and from what I do see, has quite a few builders to help him chop all of this. He did choose to go for Ancestral Hall, so whenever he actually puts down a city, he's also gonna get a free builder from it. At the moment, it's only 3 charge builders because, you know, we don't have the feudalism discovered yet. But with so much culture, he's not gonna be that far off. Also, 45 gold per turn and 50 production does look very good at this point in time. At 130 science, 17 culture, still on 3 cities, getting another wave of builders, also working on harbor shipping projects, probably wants to get one of the next admirals, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to get one of those medieval renaissance ones. Okayama getting Reina on the eastern side, where he's gonna couple his economy together with somebody. No, I mean, can he couple it with anybody? No, he cannot couple it on the east with nobody, right? There are 2 opponents on the east. This is a bit surprising that he's getting Reina over there instead of putting it in Fukuoka. I would have imagined he's gonna get it in the city and he's gonna get to trade with his allies here. We do have also Nawik with Pen Russian Voice Golden Age, 19 science, 34 culture, getting back his bows from actually taking over Hong Kong, allowing them to heal a little bit in the borders of Bristol before they're gonna go on the offense. He did try to put a few boats in the face of Hashi here, and I do have to say Hashi does have this 2-tile island that he can hide behind, and I'm pretty sure those Sea Dogs are gonna come out to play over here from the side of Nawik to try to punch through. Nawik does have the ability to actually go through the western side to get to Zranka, so this is somewhere where also Persia will need to get a boat out to have at least the visibility of what's going on. There could be a Cliffs of Dover city later on, could get those tiles from the other side of the island there, but unfortunately he's not going to have an easy opportunity to move a builder to actually improve those tiles. Ancestral Hall coming out next turn from London. He's going to get this settled over here. He does want to wait to settle the city so he can get the free builder from Ancestral Hall. Also, thank you, Cat. Yeah, is it Ancestral in Sheffield? Blue England, Sheffield? Yes, it was Ancestral. Yes. And he has right now 3 settlers coming out. So very quickly he's gonna actually get to what? 9 cities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 cities. He does get another 2 settlers from Sheffield and Bradford. Wow. Okay. Well, that's gonna be a question mark. Does he even have space for 9 cities? That's a lot of cities. Maybe he's gonna get some more cities on the same landmass as Maya over here to the northeast. Well, we do know that Maya is not gonna get to settle that far away from his capital. Okay, it doesn't also seem that Japan is putting that much effort into getting his boats out, even if they are stronger than the galleys of Persia, especially in the shallow water tiles. He's gonna wait. He's gonna also try to keep as much as possible Persia in his borders, and we do need to see what's going on here, because it does seem like more Persian immortals are starting to clump up. They were missing their support bonus first because, well, there was only one moving, and he didn't have any friends around him. We're gonna need to see if Persia is gonna manage to actually take down these units with just his ranged attack, or he's gonna need to actually get the body slamming going so he can take out the next ones. Another immortal coming in, military engineer, getting to finally actually activate from Burika. He's also going to get Wall of Throne in 3/10 from Mashhad, and will build a road pathway towards the lands of Netherlands, so any kind of resupply is going to be much faster. Victor O, good morning, sir, and welcome. I feel like I've been gone a while. You did? You were? I don't recognize these draft picks anymore. Oh my god, the meta changed, man. The meta changed a little bit, and from what I do understand, we do have BBM changing quite a bit the maps, and we're also going to have, well, not right now, but soon. And we're also gonna have a new BBG, no? It's already in the beta. I know the Civ still priority changes. Yeah, priority changes, but it also changes with the maps. I guess Primordial over here, we haven't seen that much Primordial in the last period. Yeah, we got some games, but not a lot of them. Definitely nice to see a bit of a change up, no? Sheffield getting harbor shipping project in 3/10, also more lighthouses for those trade routes here. Looks like he actually gave up on getting another settler from that city center, wanting to get more of these admiral points, so he's gonna get Himerios, or one of the medieval renaissance ones. I do see Maya has started actually making some merchant points. It looks like he did play Scavron Plaza and a commercial from El Mirador. And I want to see what's going on here, because yeah, this is the wall of pain coming in from Apology, pushing back the Netherlands units one by one. I do have to say this is floodable terrain. He's gonna get a minus on the defense if he goes in there, but so will Netherlands actually try if he tries to defend in those tiles. So you can see Netherlands is just staying out, clear away from the path of any kind of flood happening. It's more variety than every England in the game. Yeah, true. There was quite a discussion that it's very rare that you're gonna have actually the Englands being banned, because there are too many of them, right? There are too many personas. Some also horses from Sparta. Third encampment started to be built from Halicarnassus, with the Warlord Throne finishing in 3 turns. I do see Persia is not gonna actually put the Foro city towards his opponent. He's gonna place it on the east, and I'm pretty sure Reina is gonna get into that city center so he can start allowing England to actually trade with him. England, Age of Empire, is gonna get a few more settlers. Got Reina in the city of Bristol, and I do see him with his boats healing at the moment. Manchester will get his Pingala for the extra science, and of course these lighthouses finishing will mean more trade routes that he could connect to the capital city. He's using Moksha, so I would imagine we're gonna have Moksha internals here with the extra culture per turn, and we're gonna need to see if that's gonna be enough, and of course if he's gonna get enough science from his campuses to go against his opponent over here, Persia, before he is getting his how to say, science for the caravels. Okay, these have movement. 2 of the immortals have movement. They started shooting down that swordsman. The swordsman does have a promotion, and I'm pretty sure unless we're gonna have like 5 immortals shooting at it, that swordsman is gonna get the promotion and will heal. He does have the Governor Victor bonus and also the general bonus over here for an extra +3 and a +5. While there are quite a few archers coming out from Netherlands, I think the biggest danger here is actually on the west, right? Oh no, it's not. Oh my god, wait a second. Floppy is going mathematics and feudalism. He's not going for his stirrups. He's going top 3. He's going for universities. He's going for possibly caravels and so on. Looks like also he's sending settles to the south. Didn't actually get some boats to take out Muscat, even though, well, to be honest, it wasn't that easy because it's a 1 tile of attack city center. That city is only 20 strength, so the boats would actually do quite a bit of damage against it. Okay, more immortals getting the promotions from attacking into galleys. Of course, the military engineer keeps on building up that pathway, so he will get the new reinforcements up. The question is, where is he gonna go? Maastricht, or is he just gonna pass and go towards Utrecht? I do have to say the rainforest and the hills over here are terrible land to actually push through, but also defend from. Like, I'm pretty sure Netherlands is gonna have a few issues over here. The problem would be when attacking that you gotta poke out your head from the rainforest, and I'm pretty sure, as you can see, there are quite a few tiles that could shoot onto one single tile of these rainforest tiles. You're basically exposing yourself to a lot of attacks. 2 more settlers coming out from Amsterdam and Utrecht. I do see Netherlands did send one of his horses into the choke points and has the archer here that might actually help him get some visibility over what's happening into the south choke next to Hami. Floppy just put a single heavy chariot there, and since he does need to get the goal going, that's exactly what he's focusing. 21 science, 40 culture, but then 52 gold a turn. And there we go. Netherlands swordsman did get pushed back. The immortals started moving forward a little bit. Some of them do have promotions. Very important to actually get the promotions on them. 3 of them actually have promotions right now. And they're attacking directly the city center? Oh my. Okay. Oh my. Now the question is, does he have enough to destroy the city center? He's gonna get 2 body slams next turn, and at least 3. No, unless this one moves. Actually, this one is either moving or shooting, right? If he moves on the 2/2, he's gonna get 3 range shots against that city center, plus of course the 2 body slams, and he's doing a decent amount of damage with the body slams, even if that city does have a swordsman inside of it, getting some extra health. That's an extra +6 that he's getting from the swordsman. The swordsman is not full HP, so he's not getting the full 10. Who needs to actually protect his general here? Because this horse is looking very angrily against towards that general. Well, it's fine. He should have the immortals coming on next to the general. What's happening with the admiral? Himerios. Careful, the Dutch need to also escort their settler. Yeah, True. True. Look at this. But I guess, oh, actually, wait a second. Both Mongolia and Persia are from the same team, right? So they have scouts actually placed exactly next to the river over there. They're in the forest. He might not know about this. He actually might not know about the two scouts to the northeast in the forest. And he's not going to know with the settler unless he's actually going to get to pass right next to these scouts. Look how dense. Look how dense this rainforest is. All hills. All of them there. Okay, so one of the immortals did get taken down. The second body slam is not available here, but I do see Netherlands did sacrifice one of his horses, yeah, for that to happen. This one probably will get a promotion now. No, it got attacked. Well, and the general got pushed back. No. Well. I was honestly expecting that. Well, I guess there were very quick moves coming out from Flak over there, and Persia could not manage to click on the promotions. That was a problem. That was quite a problem, not being able to push on to click on the promotions. The good thing is, of course, the military engineer is about to finish the road through the forest, so that would mean any kind of reinforcements are going to come out quickly. We do have another two of these immortals getting built, and as you can see, at the moment, Netherlands is more focused on getting his defenses up. Yeah, I got pushed back. So he popped the military engineer, but he doesn't have another general. Yeah, he does. He actually recruited first Hannibal Barca, put it on the front line, and then make the projects for Burica. Okay, Wallostron coming out from Persia, from Cyrus, and I do see at the moment Hash is on 32 science with 25 culture, but already Erwan is 57 science and 22 culture. Erwan did choose to go for a free inquiry golden age. This is something that I didn't actually mention when watching. I was sure he went for a pen brush and voice. Looks like that was not the case. His buttress 110, while I do see he has a 510 difference between him and Hash. This can spell doom. This difference can actually spell doom. I do have to wait. What? Wait. We're 1041 and we got Nawik 154 gold a turn. Erwan 127 gold a turn, and Floppy's 89. That's insane. Yeah, that is insane GPT at this point in time. We're definitely gonna need to see a lot more galleys being built because they will have the gold. They will have the gold to upgrade. This is so important for them. Okay, more immortals showing up on the front line. I do see they did manage to push back the Sosman from defending Maastricht. While that city is gonna get ancient walls, it is gonna be an issue. I do also notice the military engineer is gonna get the pathways going next to the mountains here through the rainforest for these immortals to actually get through. And I don't think he's actually gonna get another stab at, against Maastricht. I do have to say Netherlands actually keeping his archers behind the rainforest and allowing them to actually shoot on the whatever unit crops up on the niter tile on the or this river bend. This is giving them the ability to stay alive actually, because these immortals could two-shot the archers very easily even with the rain shots. They're crazy strong. Well, I would imagine actually the immortals will need to move closer, right? They would need to move closer, I would imagine, soon. TM. Money will help a lot, yeah. With this much GPT, they can hard upgrade the caravels. I think so. I don't think he's gonna get to mercenaries anyway. He's recorded history by the looks of it. And it's not like he has a lot of culture. He's only on 22 culture a turn. We do have another campus here coming out from Gordian, only a +3, and from what I do see, he started to get some of his own galleys out. I also want to point out, he didn't manage to get the connection city. He actually got it one tile to the west, and that's not going to allow Passagarde to actually get quick units in the south, which is going to be an issue because we do have Japan with boats in the north, and we got Japan with boats in the south coupled with the boats of Narvik also in the south. Narvik 34 science, 50 culture. He's going to definitely get his mercenaries the correct moment in time, going for engineering. And also civil service. While he's getting his army of builders out, I would imagine these already have the feudalism bonus. I do see some 4 charge builders. Yeah, there we go. 5 charge builders are available here. Okay, what's going on? This is another one of those immortals. He did shoot with it very quick though, and I'm pretty sure the walls are gonna be built by the looks of it. There's no way he's gonna get the city before the walls are gonna get built. Okay, slowly taking out the health of the other units. He needs to be very careful. New units coming around from Amsterdam. This settler in Utrecht is gonna take another 2 turns, and I do see Persia did move back one of his scouts there, leaving Mongolia to sit on the banana. That I do have to say that is 4 tiles away from Utrecht, and even if the settler would have had actually the visibility over those forests when he popped out of the city center, he doesn't have it. It's too far away. The banana too far away for him to actually smell it out. Click. Okay. So many cities coming around also from Malco with 28 science and only 41 culture. I do have to say he did jump up to 8 cities right now with probably another settler, right? He was going 9. Wasn't he going 9? Where is his... Oh, yeah, it's coming out from Sheffield next turn. He did actually switch his production at some point, and I do see he did place down one of his +4 campuses, making this also a +3. Soon to... yeah, it is just +3, actually. He needs to get another district to make it +4. Has some more chops from those deer tiles, and I do see, of course, he's gonna get some forest over there. My God, man. My mom gave me one of those smelly candles today. It's in the room over here. It's smelling very good, but it's triggering my senses a little bit. Okay, let's see. Maastricht. Oh, did take out the Immortal on the front line over there. It's a bit, actually, it's a bit weird that Apology is using his Immortal, as in expanding the movement points of the Immortals to get... Oh my God, man, they actually took out... He lost the unit in front of Maastricht. He lost the unit health inside of the city of Maastricht because that city got flooded. Oh, that is unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate. And I'm actually, you know what, I'm surprised Apology is not taking out these archers. Like, I'm super surprised we don't have him taking out these archers with the range shots of the Immortals. I guess he does, of course, see the horses as a bigger threat, and he was trying to actually get to Maastricht as the walls were not up. It will take him quite a bit of time to actually go through the wall defense. I do see also Netherlands as a Med Mongolian army on the battlefield. He doesn't have units in the choke point, and this one horse might not survive the entire army of Mongolia with already 4 horses, a heavy chariot, and that cat scout, which is directing everything over there from the tower. We're going to need to see how things are going to evolve. Oh, give me a second. Let me actually get my pings in order. There we go. Okay. Persia. We got Cyrus here getting his boats out in the south and in the north. He did manage to recruit Zenki. And I do see on the other side we got now with Hano and Gaius Duilius. Netherlands did send a few of his galleys to see what's going on over here. Of course, he did try to actually see what's on the coast and also get the feel of the land. Yeah, won't actually get anywhere, right? I'm pretty sure with Nawik being over there, it should be a very big issue. In the tech side, R1 is 2 turns out from cartography. He already has 2, 4, 6, 7 boats with another 3 coming around, and not to mention another 5 that are going towards the city of Tokyo so they can take on the Persian military in the home base. Okay. This Immortal got moved out. We do have another one taking up its place, and finally he's actually prioritizing getting those archers down. We do need to see him also picking up more promotions. The fact that he's moving the military engineer and creating the pathway in this rainforest is allowing him to move and shoot, which is incredibly important in this matchup. He definitely wants to stay out of this floodplains. You've seen what happens. Floodplains goes through, boom, you just lose so much health immediately. Okay, settler popped out from Utrecht. Another one is moving there north, and we do need to see this one probably moving onto the banana tile. None of these boats are actually seeing what's going on here. He does not see what's going on here. You see that scout? There's no visibility there. And it looks like he doesn't have visibility here either. So that's perfect. Oh, the city is not on a hill. It's actually on a flat tile. Okay, got it. Okay, Karakorum. Mongolia settled on the lands of Maya. no problems for him to go and settle on another territory. We do have nanoplanes going for his Colosseum, finishes Hanging Gardens, getting Pingala in the city of Koba, and 7 turns out from getting Colosseum in El Mirador. He does have, from what I do see, a few more chops available in the south and in the north, some of them rainforest, some of them forest. Also finishing new observatories to get that extra science. He's on 47 right now with also 47 culture. 74 points of production puts him the highest production in the, how to say, in his team, but the second one in the game. Now we actually has 75, just 1 point over. We do have libraries also coming around from the cities of England. We're going to need to see him actually improving most of his territory here. He did use a lot of chops, and from what I do notice, didn't actually build that big of a fleet. He mostly got the free boats coming out from his Royal Navy dockyards without that many extras. We do also have him with an insane amount of gold right now, 170 points of gold on Narvik. And since we're gonna have cartography coming out this turn, Japan is gonna get to upgrade before Cyrus even clicks on his cartography. That is an issue. What he's not gonna have is actually his there we go, his hard upgrading. He's hard upgrading right now. 600 more gold on 1 week. We got Floppy also with 500 more gold. Okay, Persia is getting through, got onto the government plaza over there. There is a Netherlands Maritimes in the city center, and we do have apologies. Immortal slowly taking those down. He did manage to take out one of the archers and just lost one of his immortals, which is a bit of an issue. But anyway, that was not in the general vicinity, unfortunately. Okay, so it looks like Netherlands is actually going to escort his settler towards the northeast. He remembered. Very nice. We do have also 7 more turns to go, so there is quite a bit of time until the next era, and we're going to need to see 2, 4, 5 boats already upgraded here in Fukuoka, with another 3 in Tokyo. He just needs a few turns to get to Persia, while Persia is 4 turns out from cartography and getting his feudalism out soon. These Japanese boats are gonna start one-shotting the galleys, and I'm pretty sure he did manage to recruit one of his admirals. That was Himerios. He did make the project area for it. While on the side of Persia, we did have, or I should say Cyrus, we did have Zheng He. I do also see Ferdinand Magellan is gonna be one of the next ones. Let's see who did pick it up. Who picked up? So Hypatia got picked up by Maya. Maya also did manage to get the first extra trade route capacity merchant with Ifan Lan recruited. Persia, Nader Shah got Shun Sansu. Okay. Lee Ferrickson on the side of Victoria Malco. That's Age of Steam, and that's kind of it, right? We got Japan on one, Persia, Cyrus on another one, and Age of Steam on a third one. Age of Steam over here did recruit it, but it's not like he's actually going to be in any kind of warfare at the beginning. He does have some cities on the western coast, and of course he's going to have the ability to at some point go against the Hojo, but at the moment he's not getting that. He made the connection city. The city of Hull is going to allow him to move boats from the left to the right, and I do want to take a look what's going on here, because it seems like the openers are actually quite important. So these immortals are just gonna keep on shooting, right? That's their job right now. And there is a crossbow. That crossbow sounds dangerous. That crossbow sounds really dangerous. Okay, more immortals. This one actually needs to get north to start attacking into the crossbow. More of them coming in. I do see also horses. And in the tech side, Apology is going to get his stirrups in 9 turns. That's a long time. Civil Service just came out, so he's going to get the extra +5. We do need to see if also Fluck did manage to get it on his side. Swordsman, let's see. Yeah, he does have the mid. So both of them do have the extra +5. Oh man, that crossbow kind of needs to die, no? Okay, walls going very low over here with 55 strength because of the men at arms. The city is 55 defense, right? Yeah, but the walls are down to maybe 25% HP. Where are the Dutch expos? The Dutch, 1 expo. He has 1 expo, but he's gonna get another one. And I do see on the western side, Mongolia, since he did kind of see he doesn't have anybody to go against with boats, and there weren't that many boats coming out from Malco to actually come against him, he might try to get some units from the west into the Netherlands territory to push him a little bit over there, force him to defend and get another one of his borders. Well, I guess put units on another one of his borders so he breaks up that tempo. We already have Japan with caravels getting into the borders of Persia on the seas. And of course, I do see Victor is giving an extra +3 points for Persia to have to defend in territory, while we do have oligarchy activated from both sides. It will take a while. It will take a while to punch through. These ones are gonna have a much faster time, right? These 3 caravels. Why is he not coupling them together? Hash will get cartography in 3 turns. He needs to keep this in check, but I do have to point out he's gonna have some really weak galleys, because he's gonna keep on switching these up. As they're getting damaged, they're gonna get switched up also. Might as well let them heal, right? Because it doesn't seem like Persia is actually gonna get to lose a unit here, and he might keep it there, let it heal for a turn, and then switch it at the beginning of the turn with a full strength one. Ooh. Okay. It's getting more builders out. We do have now we can actually going for construction and getting his divine right. Malco engineering and divine right. And yeah, there we go. He did put the galley, but again, low HP galley. Low HP galley. There was no danger of that galley actually dying before next turn, because there's no second unit that could attack into it. We do have Japan starting to get some caravels with the extra emblem promotion. The extra +5 is going to be super strong here as a difference between the 2 units. And here, just one more turn for Japan's galleys to get next to the Persian galleys. There is a possibility for him to attack with 2 boats, but unfortunately I don't think he has movement for both of them to actually attack next turn. He's gonna need to wait at least another turn to get that attack going. Might want to go towards Susa. I don't know if he's gonna go Passagarde or Susa at the moment. Didn't upgrade his other galleys, and he's still very far away from getting mercenaries here. He's barely 3 turns away from getting feudalism. In the era score screen, we do have Nano Blaze just 1 point away from getting his golden age. He's gonna finish Colosseum and definitely gonna get the era score points. Started to place down his aqueducts so he can get those industrial zones down. And I do see Persia on the other side is going Dark Age. Looks like Hash is 44 out of 48. Even if he gets cartography over there for an extra point of era score, he's still not going to get the normal age. And I think he wants this. He wants the extra +5. I think he wants the extra +5. Same can be said about Erwan. He's going dark by the looks of it. 41 out of 49. We got Flak, 45-51. And Flak is actually still fighting off as hard as he can Persia from, well, doing too much damage to his units here. To his city of Maastricht. Well, that's a dead men at arms. Are those 2 dead men at arms or just 1? That is the question. More immortals coming through. Some horses are going to want to go directly towards Utrecht, since that city at the moment doesn't have that much strength. Do have a bit of a shuffling. Another immortal. Oh, wait a second. That was a warrior that went down to the west of Maastricht. And yeah, there we go. That's the men-at-arms being traded with an immortal, still doing the damage against Maastricht, the main city. Okay, Flak still needs 6 points. We got Malco needing 10 points on Age of Steam here, getting a wave of builders. Tech side, already discovered Monarchy, so he doesn't have the points from that. Oh, 8 points to go. There are quite a few points to go. Industrial zones coming up from Bradford. Also multiple builders. Okay. Apology. Also on Nedershan still needs 9 points to go, and I don't really see how is he gonna get them. He already has his Peridesas. I'm pretty sure he got a boat at some point, or he didn't. Doesn't look like he did, so I guess he could get a few more points, but it does seem like he's gonna have quite a problem. He's trying to get to stirrups as quickly as possible, and I do also notice on the other side Flak is getting his printing in 7 turns. There is quite a difference in science in between the 2 of them. Wilhelmina did start off with campuses, and we did have him getting his Pingala quite early. No Pingala, just campuses. He's on 45 science with 39 culture, while Apology is barely 18 and 23. You do see he's trying to get to stirrups, but it's taking him an an eternity to actually get there. Floppy going dark, R1 going dark, and now Wick is going to be 46 out of 46, but he needs 57 points to actually get the golden age. And even if he did, how to say, spam out his cities everywhere and did manage to also get some of these wonders, the Great Lighthouse and working on a Colossus, that was not in good enough time. It is in good enough time. We still have 4 more turns to go. This Colossus is going to finish next turn and going to give him some more points over there. Mastic walls are down. That also means the city strength is going to be down a little bit, lower a little bit, and we do need to see all of these immortals start to focus down the units around that city center that are defending. Going towards Utrecht with quite an army over here. Purchase getting his horses towards that city center and blocking Netherlands' ability to actually settle next to the banana with a Mongolian scout. Looking at also on Mongolia over here next to the city of Choir, he just got these down and he's gonna get his stirrups next turn. I gotta say that would mean just a heavy chariot and the ability to actually get his Kesheks out. He does have builders though, and he's getting his magnets established in the city of Choir. He might actually want to chop another builder and then start chopping Kesheks like there's no tomorrow. So he actually goes against the Netherlands here and push him from the western side. Boats. Okay. Seems like the caravels of Japan just ended up looking at the caravels of Persia. Couldn't manage to breach through. There are quite a few of these damaged galleys in the borders of Persia trying to recover their health. And I do have to say, one of the Japanese caravels is getting, oh my god, is getting outnumbered by the Persian galleys. Wow. So oh my god, this is basically like a bear with a lot of dogs around it or something. Does the Shark have Niter already? 5 turns until frigates for Japan. Let's see. No, nobody has Niter. This is quite a major problem, right? Nobody has Niter. And I do see now Wick is going for his military engineering. He's going to get it in 3 turns. 3 turns. That's just 1 turn before Hojo Tokimen is going to have it. Wait, didn't he settle on a Niter tile? Okay, getting a religion from Hong Kong, got Stonehenge over there. So he's definitely, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get the golden age. If he's 56 out of 57, gonna get that golden. Floppy is probably gonna want to get 1 Keshek out for the extra plus 4 points. He just needs 7 in total if he actually wants to get the golden. Man, another one of these immortals got taken out. Yeah. Second general on the board. Utrecht is trying to get one of those men-at-arms out. It was 2 turns out from finishing. The ancient walls are gonna come out very late, 8 turns, and it does seem like Netherlands is scrambling to get a unit inside of that border. The builder did get caught over here by one of the Persian horses before it got to the chop, so he could actually get some chops into those units. And now that Mongolia did manage to discover his stirrups, we're gonna need to see if he's gonna actually start to get some Kesheks out. Yeah, there we go. First Keshek coming out from Shanadu in 2 turns. That's gonna be 1 turn before the new era, and that's in perfect enough time. Yeah, we do need to see the new units. I do see Persia is going to start pre-building a lot of these heavy chariots. They have the goal to invest into him, and he's also going to get his mercenaries out, but a little bit later, in 4 turns. Okay, nothing much happening here. It doesn't seem like the caravels of Japan can actually push through. They don't have an army on them. And I think they're going to be caught in between 2 fleets here. Persia does have another 2 of these caravels next to the city of Susa. And they can block these Japanese caravels, which is going to cause quite a bit of a problem for Japan. We do have also Japan sending one of his units to the eastern side to see how far away Malco is. Yeah, he needs to see how far away Malco is. He's very... how to say, yeah, there we go. He doesn't know anything. They don't know anything about Maya or Age of Steam, for that matter. Nothing. They don't know anything. They just know about Persia, Hush, I mean, and they know about Wilhelmina, which, as you can see, they're taking their hits over here like big boys. Utrecht is 3/4 of the way down. Or I should say, wait a second, he's down 33% actually. And it's being placed under siege. I guess we'll see. The builder did get deleted over there, so we don't have a possibility for Netherlands to get it back. We do have kind of a weak men-at-arms here that might actually be taken out. No, he's just sacrificing his units against the city center. Okay, got it. He needs to move. This one is not gonna get to place it under siege, even if he gets it close. And of course, now Netherlands with some of his men at times actually benefiting from Tortoise. The shots, the range shots of Persia are not gonna do that much damage against him. That will be a problem. It will slow down everything here. Era score looks like Flak 2 points out. Malco is also 3 points out. Nanoblaze did manage to secure it, and Hush is gonna see 100% gonna get his Dark Age there. Sorry. Well, Japan looks like he did invest into getting this early attack against Sash. Could not manage to punch through. We don't have yet some English Sea Dogs coming in to help him, and we're going to need to see when he's going to get there. Did we jump into the new era? No, we do have one more turn. Apology is gonna secure his golden age. Floppy Flom G securing his golden age. Erwan going dark age. Nawik is securing his golden age. 66 out of 57. We also have Persia hard upgrading his knights here towards the north of Sparta. Looks like he's still 3 turns out from mercenaries, but he wanted to get these units out as quickly as possible because they are a way in to push through the men at arms defense. Utrecht is gonna get another one of these men at arms next turn, and that probably will mean it will actually get to secure the borders there. And Persia, I think he just sacrificed another one of his immortals. Did he manage to take that weak immortal down? I don't think so, right? Oof. Man, that was rough. The men at arms doing massive amounts of damage to the immortals. But that also might mean this men at arms is actually gonna die here. Germans has the Wolf in WW2. I guess also does the Sharks have Niter already? I did answer that. Army tab. We still don't have Niter on anybody here. Anybody. There was Nawi going for the military engineer, but he's just about to get it. The Sea Dogs don't need actually Niter, no? They're ranged units, but they don't need it. Ooh. Okay, so many times got out of the way. And Utrecht is surviving with 2 garrison health. No. Oh man, now that's lucky. I kind of feel Netherlands is not gonna have the opportunity right next turn to actually attack into these units, and we're gonna need to see if Persia is just gonna how to say, sacrifice them into the borders of Utrecht. I would imagine so. The city is still not being placed under siege, and we do I think we do have Flak with the first moves. It's gonna be quite a question if he does manage to actually get that going or not. Persia also getting in more horses. Maybe he's gonna manage to get over the river here and get into the Gavro Plaza to stop it from building the wall of stone, while the knights are gonna come out. This is going to help him actually push even into the city centers. We do have Mongolia also getting some more of these chops going in the city of Choir, but did not actually start to get units upgraded. His first Keshik is moving and will manage to get onto the front line here. Probably going to take out that Netherlands archer, even maybe get to the borders of Amsterdam. Flak is 3 turns away from printing, and we're going to have a pause in like 30 seconds. So we, like a 2-minute pause in 30 seconds. So we do give them time to go through the Wall Congress. More boats upgraded from Persia. Persia did manage to upgrade a lot of boats on the western side of his coast, and Nawik is very far away from cartography. There are a few Japanese caravels here, but they are not enough to actually withstand the damage of the Persian caravels, especially since he does have an admiral with them. The moment the admiral is not actually giving the bonus points to all of the boats, but as you can see, he does have 72 against the caravel of Japan, of only 68 if he does have the admiral in its reach. We do have Nawik that needs to get buttress and also cartography, so that's going to be quite some time for him to actually get this going. He's going to get protected by Erwan, which is coming in with a few more of these caravels through the one Talchoks of Cliffs of Dover. Okay, let's get this out. What is it? Let's go tobacco. I didn't see that much tobacco, so I'm going tobacco. And be right back. Okay. What do we have? What do we have? It looks like Japan did manage to get the boats out in proper time, so they can actually make a line over here against Persia. I do have to point out he does have one of his caravels exposed there. You might want to think to bring it back to make the line proper. We also have over here still Maastricht staying alive. The knight did manage to get onto the front line here, and I do see, of course, the Immortals will have... oh, they did take out the city. That means we do have the first prediction paid. Quantum, good evening, sir, and welcome. Also, equals to pre-order. Yeah, I'm doing it. So it was how to say, the Sharks, right? The Sharks did manage to actually get the first city. Complete the prediction. Yeah, the Sharks. I also see military engineering starting to come out from Floppy. Now Wiki is trying to get desperately quickly to Buttress. He did switch and jumped up to 171 science and 82 culture, switching to his free inquiry golden age. The biggest jump ever right now. Even bigger than Maya. We do have at 134 science and 70 culture with a second Dark Age, and we're gonna need to see him fight off the caravels of Persia over here and to the northwest of Sunderland, not to mention to the north of his territory. And these boats managed to get out. I cannot believe he actually managed to get out that fleet from Persia's grasp. We also see Floppy, 112 science with 60 culture, switch to a free inquiry golden age this time around, and getting some more commercials for the extra gold, putting in the biggest gold city in the city of Hami, and getting his Keshex to work on his opponent. Now that Persia did manage to take Utrecht down, it seems like he's working on Maastricht. He did manage to pillage the Government Plaza and stop the build of how do you call it? Wolostron. We still have some shots from the Immortals to take out Netherlands defense. Yeah, he does have many times, and we do see that Persia is bringing in his own knights to try, basically kind of the same technology level. One, of course, being a melee and the other one being heavy calves. But kind of, the same era. We do have Apology here with 90 science, 29 culture. He just keeps on getting units out, and it looks like he's rallying himself into flux as hard as he can. We also see on the other side Malco, 92 science and 69 culture with a pen brush and voice golden age, and I do see him on 133 points of production. This is just the beginning, because I'm pretty sure Malco is with his city count over here is gonna get quite big. I say that, and then I see he just lost a city. A random city on the western side just lost a city. Couldn't actually get to cartography in time to boost that city's defense. Japan, a single caravel walked in, took out the city center. Easy peasy. Abu is also available for him in Portsmouth, and I gotta say, he doesn't really have that many boats, even if he does want to upgrade. Did manage to recruit Isodor of Miletus as a great engineer for a wonder, and the moment I don't see him actually building any wonder. Got quite a few farms, so he grows his cities, and it looks like we're gonna have a pause mid-turn. So yeah, I don't know what happened in the Congress. We're gonna talk about in the next, and we're gonna also need to talk about Cyrus and of course Lady Six guy over here in the next. After the pause. Be right back. Bam, bam. Okay, we got one team plus. One team is ready. We just need to wait for the grey cheese. The grey cheese wall. This is a hard one actually. Doesn't look like Maya is actually gonna get into the water anytime soon. He doesn't have harbors out and only has a single city on the coast that could actually pump out boats. He has England to the north, Age of Steam, that will need to actually hard build probably his caravels because Malco does have cartography, but at least he's gonna have exploration for the half coast caravels, which is gonna be nice. Getting his production capabilities a little bit higher, of course, start putting down his industrial zones here. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna get to actually flex that extra production that Steam has later on. Yeah, we also do need to see if Hush is going to manage to stay alive here with 58 science and 23 culture next to Nawik's 160 and 83. This is going to be hard. Hard because ironclads. We might actually have Nawik here going directly for ironclads, bypassing cartography as quickly as possible. He does have the science. It will just take time. And I would imagine, since we do have already frigates on the side of Japan here, we will have Japan fighting off Persia for the in the meantime we got quite a few libraries also coming around from Japan trying to get those extra science points up, and one did take out that one city away from England, which was super funny here. It's probably going to take out a galley, but will not be able to follow up with another city center. I'm pretty sure England Age of Steam is going to manage to get that into a caravel. Persia is also going to need to figure out a way to take out Maastricht and Amsterdam. We do have knights crossing the river, and they will start to actually clump up on the Netherlands unit, on the Dutch units. And now Wick is asking, we're playing or what? And then Fluck is saying that Hush is not there. Hush is not at the PC. What is Hush doing? Where is Hush? Hush. Yeah. Dutch is in major problems. Major trouble here. Major trouble. Looks like Mongolia was forced to actually move the scout out or something. I don't know why he actually moved it from the banana, but he did. And Netherlands is going to get the city to place there. Not that it's going to help him. It's not on the coast. He's definitely going to want to get that city out somewhere. The problem is where? Where can he actually get the city safely so he can stay alive in the game? And there we go. We got the unpause. So Fluck here, drums of war this time around. He's on 34 science, 29 culture. Still has 38 production to go and 3 cities strong right now with a 4th city out. He lost one, Utrecht, and that was quite a deadly. That was his 3rd city, I believe. Lost also his government plaza, never actually managed to build his wall of throne, while we got a major Persian army coming through. I do see, of course, Persia is building up these units very, very quickly. Did manage to actually get a lot of heavy chariots and upgraded them into knights. Well, he did get the road with a military engineer. Does he not have the military engineer anymore? He lost the military engineer. There's no more military engineer. Oh, that's kind of bad. That is kind of bad. Oh well. Okay, that's another one of the meta times down. A new one popped out from Amsterdam. And we do have the Persian Knight in danger over here. He could actually be taken out by the 2 attack by these many times, and I don't think there will be a strong enough counter attack for that to be punished, for that move to be punished. We do have Aish also, 58 science with 23 culture, went Dark Age and does have an extra +5 against his opponent. Japan does not have a admiral in the choke point towards the northwest of Fukuoka, and will need quite a few more boats, more galleys coming out, and more of these squadrons, or I should say more caravels and more quadrims, so he can actually do some damage and counter-attack any kind of Persian push. He does have caravels already watching what Persia is doing to him here, and I do see he did expose one of his caravels, but at least it is on a reef tile. And if his frigates are starting to actually get some health out here, some damage out here. But it's only one frigate. It's only one, and I don't see new quadrims coming in. Oh well. Looks like also Hush didn't manage to get his fifth city out. He has only 4, and by the looks of it has boats in the north as well as in the south. Doing quite well to actually keep both of these enemies in check here. Okay, Nano Blaze, 120 science, 93 culture. We do have him on 2, 4, 6 cities at the moment. I was thinking he's actually gonna play 7, but it looks like he didn't. He didn't go for this. So I was thinking he's gonna place a city here and then place a city here and then another one here. He chose to only have one single coastal, and that's the Reina city that he's using to couple together his economy with Malco and managing to get the gold pattern. He's on 139 at the moment. With that Pembrush and Voice, he's getting the culture. With of course Colosseum getting more culture and more amenities. Right now he's on +6 in at least 4 cities, I believe. Koba, yeah, Koba did also get Temple of Artemis, so that's a little bit higher. With 1, 2, 1, yeah, not that many bonuses to be honest. That's unfortunate. It is what it is. Actually, wait a second. It's camps and pastures, right? Camps, pastures, and plantations. Wait a second. Hello, Artemis. Man. Kick. Hard to write with a single hand. Yeah, and plantations. There we go. Tutan's campus research projects. Looks like they might be fighting to get the new ones, especially Newton is going to be extremely valuable. Did we have any move? No. There is a possibility for Hush to actually take out 2-shot the Japanese cannibals. This is deadly. This is a problem for Japan. Major problem for Japan. This is where Nawik actually needs to come in. And yeah, there we go. Nawik upgrading his own cannibals here. Doesn't have that much strength to go against Persia, and as you can see, he's blocking out the tiles, so he doesn't let that many boats attack into him. We do have him managing to get most of his boats upgraded with the gold pattern he has, and we will need to see when he's gonna start getting some sea dogs out. He really needs something to shoot from afar. Machinery exploration coming up in 2 turns here for Nawik, so he can get his press gangs going. Okay, looks like Persia caught one of the Maritimes out of position here. Lost one of his immortals for it, but I think he's gonna trade it out. We do have more immortals with shots available, and I do see this knight already shot. That's not happening. Maastricht is getting attacked by the immortals, and we don't have a unit to put it under siege yet, but there is an immortal that could actually, you know, keep on moving, and it looks like that's exactly what he's doing. This immortal does have a promotion, and unless the Maritimes actually hits him 3 times, or at least 2 times, he's not gonna die. Nano Blaze here also getting castles. He does have one of his opponent's cities that's going to be Floppy City in Karakorum, past the 1-tile choke next to a volcano that he's going to need to take care of later on. While we're going to need to see who's going to manage to get these great scientists. Newton, and of course Ibn Khaldun is going to be available here for them. In the merchant screen, I do see Rajato Darmal is the next one. Isodor did get picked up, but I don't think Zankian did get picked up, or Ibn Fadlan. No, sorry, Ibn Fadlan did get picked up. The other one, Zankian, and what's the next one? Marco Polo. Yeah, those ones didn't appear. Vicky wins. Ground secures. T still hot. Yeah. Quick win. Oh, looks like Apology is gonna start going directly against Maastricht here. He does have 2 knights that could attack into the city center and take it over, with another Maritime popping out next turn. There is no encampment there. He's gonna just pop out in the main city here of Maastricht. With some units also pushing from the west. Mongolia is trying to get his Keshik around that lake, and I do see he's just gonna meet some of these Netherlands horses on the western flank. Just one, actually. Okay, boats out. Hush is lashing out, doing as much damage as possible. Looks like the Japanese wall of caravels did die. And now we do have England that needs to actually pick up this defense with much lower strength units. This is a major problem, actually. He has quite a few units, but he doesn't have what he needs. There's no admiral. There's no admiral on England. No admiral on Nawik. Where is he? Okay, he's one. Oh my god. Okay, he just got it. What is it? He bought Santa Cruz. Okay. He bought Sankata Cruz. He needs it immediately in that city center of Sunderland. Like this damage difference is insane. 81 against the 65 on the defense from England. But I do have to say England did manage to get Magellan, so this is getting an extra +3 from that. We got frigates also showing up to the northwest of Fukuoka, starting to do the damage against the defensive Persian units there of Cyrus. And I do see at the moment Persia's getting attacked, counter-attacked by Netherlands, trying to take out his knights over here from attacking into Maastricht. Well, these knights don't have movement right now. They cannot do anything. Okay, north, nothing's happening in between Japan and Persia. We do have interagency coming up next turn from Kyoto, and I do want to take a look over here. Malco getting printing. Now we're getting printing next turn. Exploration next turn. Hash is getting his square rigging. I don't think he did manage to get printing, but let me double check. Does he have it, or does he not have it? +6 intel. He does have it. +6 intel from Persia against Japan. And +3 intel against the other England. Okay. Okay, so he did manage to get a spy in Tokyo. Looks like he got that intel quite quickly, and he did get printing quite quickly. Gave up on getting frigates. Very nice. Very good. Very good by the looks of it. Ooh, wait a second. So he plays down one of the aqueducts, so he takes out the rainforest, so it's gonna be less damage from the knight on the defense here. Are these units just gonna smash into Maastricht here? As you've seen, Apology with Flak are fighting with the first moves very quickly, and it looks like Flak does have the first moves against his opponent here. We do have Persia managing to get across the river, started to attack into Maastricht, and took the city down, finally! He needs to delete it. He needs to delete it quickly, but to be honest, yeah, there isn't that much strength from these Maritimes to attack into Maastricht. And that's another city. That's the second city of Netherlands that has been taken down. Win prediction? Yeah, sure. Start a prediction for who will win. DShark. We kind of see what's going on here. Grande, Barriere, de Fromage. Oh, it's too... Sorry. It's too big for Twitch. The name is too big for Twitch. Great Barrier. No, sorry. Great Cheese. The Great Cheese. I'm gonna call it the Great Cheese. And submission period. Let's put it for 10 minutes, because to be honest, we don't know exactly how much longer this game is gonna go. Okay, Sea Dogs starting to come out from now week. I'm pretty sure he's gonna start chopping them as he can. He's getting quite a few of them on the eastern side from Manchester, and I do see working on his intelligence in 210s. Definitely needs to take out the advantages of Persia against him. That extra +6 against Japan was crucial over here for Hush to push his opponent back. Now he's gonna try to slowly get to his square rigging, and of course getting exploration. It will take some time. It will take quite a bit of time. It looks like Apology is not actually taking out Maastricht. He's gonna take out some more of these units from the northeast, and we do have Netherlands getting some pre-built heavy chariots here. I don't know if he actually has the upgrade button on the sit-ups, but I don't think so. We do have Flak getting his shipbuilding, reformed church, and working on a few men-at-arms. Keshek's coming from the western side, or I should say Keshek. One single Keshek from Floppy. Yeah, we do also see Mongolia starting to get some boats out on the western side. He might be Yeah. He might be worried that England is coming against him with boats, and of course he sees military strength going up from Malco. Now he's gonna need to get quickly to cartography. I do see Floppy's getting printing, and I don't see the upgrade button on the galleys. Okay, still one frigate here. 610s for Terracotta Army. I'm super surprised that we don't see him actually getting quite a few more frigates, because this is kind of an all-in. He's now, how to say, Erwan is actually giving up the responsibility to Nawik, so he can actually defend Persia and maybe even try to push into Persia, like push Persia back. Okay, we got a Sea Dog coming out. This one is to switch. And got a free caravel. Perfect. Free caravel, why not? The Sea Dog power, free caravel. Okay. This mana time looks like it's gonna slowly go down. It's just a matter of time until it's gonna be taken out by these knights and of course the immortals of Persia, while there is another city coming on the way over here. We're probably gonna see it on the stone tile. We do have new knights also being deployed, and I do see he's trying to actually get out of his position, his real position, because of course he worked so much, he put so much effort into this war against Netherlands, but did manage to take out already two cities and stopped the third one from being settled over there in the northeast. We do have flag down to 16 science and 21 culture, less than apology on 21. These boats from the north of Persia are all going actually on the western side. They're going to try to couple together their strength and go against England next, while England is getting his sea dogs out. As you can see, this actually helps him out quite a bit. He does have the +3 from Magellan. He did take out that extra intel from his opponent, got his printing out, and that means he's actually gonna be competitive right now to actually attack into these units of his opponent of Persia. Okay, getting to promote and of course heal. This, where is this going? I'm actually curious. Is he gonna settle non-fresh there? I mean, could. Don't get me wrong, could settle off the coast, I mean. Probably. Congress, Mercury granting no amenities, no engineers, and Lady Sky getting the 2 diplo points. Well, if he does want the diplo, this is going to be quite a long challenge. Intelligence coming up next turn from webcam now, and I do see Nanoblaze is on 103 culture, so at least he does have the ability to get to civil engineering quickly, put down that Statue of Liberty. Has no harbor yet, but I would imagine he's going to get one, and we do have Nanoblaze 2 turns out from cartography with no boats. I do also notice already the English boats from Age of Steam are managing to get next to the Mongolian units soon, and I do see Mongolia is 2 turns out from cartography, so he's actually gonna take some damage here. Whoa, wait a second, is that a galley from La Venta that's gonna help out against England here? Very nice. That galley of La Venta actually blocked one of the tiles of the passageway to get to Mongolia. That's amazing. Look at that, he got some La Venta help over here for free. We do have also some Sea Dogs coming out from Age of Steam, trying to get onto the front line, while Floppy is going to get only at the moment his caravels out from his galleys. We're going to need to see if he's going to manage to get some frigates at the same time. Armies of Persia moving towards Amsterdam. We do have a catapult that probably got bought over here or chopped in the city of Maastricht, and he's going to need to start taking out the strength of his opponent's city slowly. That is going to help him do the damage against the fortification a lot faster than he would do it with the Immortals. As you can see, the Immortals against the city's 54 strength, that's not gonna be quick. That's not gonna be quick at all. Quite a smashing of boats here happening between Nawick and Persia. He did manage to get Gaius Dulius activated on one of his Sea Dogs and packing a bigger punch with 76 strength against his opponent's caravel. Did also teleport over here his admiral, that would be Santa Cruz, which also will give him the ability later on to get an armada. I don't think he wants to actually give up on extra +5 that he has right now. We also see Japan managing to get Isun Sin and got into the borders of Persia and into the tech side of Nawick. He's getting his mass production going top 3 towards those ironclads. This is the extra science that he has right now over his opponent here is gonna help him get to a much stronger unit in a much faster time than Persia. 223 science, 110 culture here from Nawick. Will probably have also the core ability, the fleet ability actually on his boats. He just needs to get enough of them. Quite a few Sea Dogs are in the production queues right now. Not enough caravels, and I do have to point out he's running out of caravels extremely quickly here. Only has like 5 of them available, with another galley that could pop out. And his only unit of choice right now is the Sea Dog that's getting built. That is worrisome, actually. That is very worrisome. Okay, we got another one of these caravels. At least this caravel has a promotion. That's a level 2 caravel that's gonna get out, okay? This one got damaged and has 0. Wow, how did this get damaged so much with 0 experience? Oh, that was one of the ones that he actually captured from Persia. Never mind. That's how he got it. Promote? No? I guess no. Maybe a buyout tile and upgrade galley? Oh well. Oof. Well, that's That's another caravel down, no? No, not the galley, man. Oh, well. This is what it is. There were a few Japanese caravels that were getting their health back into the borders of Bristol, and they will need to get onto the front line as quickly as possible to keep the attack going. Japan did attack into Gordian's borders, and there is only a single caravel defending that. He does have an ironclad with a promotion, got it back, and we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to keep pushing forward. Hashi should not be that far away from getting square rigging, and I do see he has a lot of these squadrons in the borders of Gordian by the looks of it, also trying to get more settlers out to expand his production capabilities and of course his city centers number. Japan did manage to put a spy into Gordian, and that means he doesn't have that much intel against him. Okay, he does have +3 intel against him. He didn't get to printing. Where is printing? Machinery. Okay, he's more machinery. He's also gonna get terracotta army in 2 turns by the looks of it. He's gonna build it in Fukuoka. Doesn't have a chop yet. There are still quite a few chops actually that he could try to get. So much rainforest here and forest in the city of Fukuoka. And Amsterdam is half HP. We already see the Keshek starting to take it down. The Persian catapult did upgrade into a trebuchet and will do a lot of damage. Massive damage against the city's defenses of Amsterdam. Massive damage. Oh, looks like Netherlands is going down, but it's also going up. He's going down and he's going up through the German Bight. He's going to try to actually get onto a safety settle somewhere. While at the moment, actually, Persia has this fleet over here. We're going to need to see if he's going to keep it for the long term. That's the biggest question, if he can keep it for the long term. Can he keep the city of Sunderland in the long term? These Sea Dogs are quite powerful on the offense, not that powerful on the defense. They die very quickly to caravels. So you usually need a meat shield in front of them to actually withstand the damage. And be able to keep on attacking, basically. Okay. And looks like Persia is gonna, Sunderland is gonna get its walls chops. There is one of these builders over here. There we go. Next turn we're gonna have walls in that city center, blocking the ability of the caravels to do the full damage. They would have taken down that city if he wouldn't have sacrificed the swordsman, the galley, and of course that caravel in the north. And we do have Japan managing to punch through the defenses of the Persian main city of Gordian here, with the engine walls also going up there. And we do have frigates that are gonna have the ability to shoot from afar and take it down without taking damage in return. And the Japanese ironclad is just gonna run wild over here like a wolf in a chicken coop against these squadrons. Very nice. Okay, counter attack. Japan bringing in his bad boys over here from Bristol. New caravels also getting built in the cities finally of England, with a few more of these Sea Dogs also coming from the eastern side. As you see, Japan finally got new boats out, with also England managing to get another 2 cities. Southeast, Stoke-upon-Trent and Preston, on another continent. He's getting his industrialization next turn with 230 points of production already and 244 science. Ooh. Oh, that's very strong. And he's gonna be right on steam power. He just needs industrialization and scientific theory, right? I'm not sure if he actually got scientific theory. He did get mass production, and of course that's one of the prerequisites for industrialization, but I don't know if he got education, astronomy, and scientific theory. Let's see if he got universities. Did he get universities? Yes. So that's one. Okay. So he needs maybe a possible 2. Emily du Châtelet is still one of the scientists. He got passed around by Maya, 234 points out of 124 to recruit. And while in the merchant screen, we didn't really have any more movement here. It looks like also England Age of Empire did start to actually get some of those points. Okay. Doesn't seem like Persia is going to get this city of Sunderland. There are so many Sea Dogs over here. I'm pretty sure 2 of these caravels are going to die for the price of maybe 1 Sea Dog, or maybe 2 Sea Dogs. Let's see. So basically what I'm trying to say, they're trading their units, basically. And now we is just getting free caravels. Very nice, very nice. I think he can get another one, no? I think he can get this one also. He has 2 of these Sea Dogs with available moves. And another one. Very nice. While in the main cities of Persia, we do have Erwan that needs to actually finish the job on those quadrims. Shouldn't have a problem. And there is a caravel here that he should also take care of. This ironclad does have another point of experience to pick on. And I do see some of the tiles over here are going to get to pillage at least one resource or two resources. I think one, right? This is a 311, but that looks like a reef. It doesn't look like a fish. Yeah, it's a reef. It's just a simple reef. And there we go, another one of the caravels down. I would imagine also he should actually take out the quadrims with square rigging or hash next turn. And that will, of course, open up the danger of Persia upgrading his quadrims into caravels, into frigates. We do have Persia moving very quickly towards Nijmegen, while I do notice Amsterdam already has been taken out by Mongolia. We don't have yet these trebuchets with the ability to get there quickly. It will take them quite a bit of time to get to that city center. In the meantime, Persia is cleaning up the army around that. Bro, Eco Supreme is saying, bro. Yeah. Looks like also Mongolia got to stop Malco from pushing through. We do have, even if Malco does have quite a few caravels over here with an admiral, Leif Erikson, Mongolia did manage to get Rajendra Kola in the meantime and started directly buying out quadrims. They do have a lot of gold, a lot more gold on the Sharks. With Floppy on 222, we got Erwan 220, and now we is 471 gold a turn. 471! Oh my god! Basically double the amount of gold his opponents are making. And I think Persia just lost his fleet, to be honest. Like right now, it does seem like now we got to that moment when he crossed the threshold of having the bigger navy, and it doesn't seem like Persia will have reinforcements to actually trade his units with England. Not to mention now we did manage to secure quite a few of these caravels from Persia. I managed to get them in his navy. Well, that's another caravel that will probably be taken out. Yeah, that's another caravel. And another one. Oh my god, Narvik is just getting his fleet back. Well, the bad thing is these caravels don't actually have promotions and they're very, very low HP. But does it matter? There are so many boats being lost over here. And that's another one? Wait, that's another one? No. Oh, that would have been amazing, right? He would have just rebuilt all of his fleet here. And we do have the safety settle of Netherlands getting onto an island, and I do have to point out at the moment is not being seen, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be discovered quite quickly as he will settle. And I'm pretty sure also England will have I should say Narvik on Age of Empire will have a very quick move to actually get there. But he does want to actually finish the job. To be honest, it kind of looks like Japan broke his back on Gordian here, and we do have Gordian being taken out by the level 2 frigate, and I do see another one coming in to do the job. Do the attacks on the city of Gordian. It kind of feels like we're gonna have a CC soon. Venetian Arsenal on Sheffield. Venetian Arsenal, man. Yeah, this is what it is. Not that many boats here. Yeah, sea dogs are coming through, and there is a possibility for them to actually do 2-3 attacks onto one boat. Could take out the caravel, I believe. Like at least one caravel a ton. But not for too long. Actually, if he takes this one down, the next one, he's not actually gonna do that much too. Anyway, frigates also upgraded from Mongolia to also get his attacks going against his opponent. We do have Persia managing to get to Nijmegen, and it doesn't seem like at the moment Mongolia is actually sending his units there. There is a very bagged up trebuchet trying to get through the forest to that city center, and the army, the initial army of Netherlands has been wiped clean off here. Oh. Wow. Okay, well that was a fast move in the shadows over here. No, I did see now we try to click on that tile where the Persian caravel with the settler was, but couldn't actually get it in time, and the caravel moved away as he was moving his sea dog into that tile. Gordon is gonna get attacked over here by the frigates. It looks like walls are gonna be down soon. The Ironclad will have enough strength to also attack into the city center if he wants to, and as you can see, the walls are going down very quickly. There we go, they're down. They are down. Does he have a... Yeah, he does have a caravel to take it. And that's another city taken by Nawick. Getting one of those Metatons to also take out any defensive unit of Hush here. It looks like Japan is going to have the honor of taking out one of the opponent Immortals with a warrior. So basically this is a Spartan and this is the Immortal of Persia, right? Whoa. In the hot gates. And they have the pigs on the side of the Spartans. That's what's happening here. That's what gave them the win, man. Yeah, boats are down. Very low production in Susa and Passacartegui. His caravels 4 turns out is not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. What do we have? Where was it? Here. Is he pushing through? He tried to push through. And I think he actually did manage to get one of the caravels down. Because it looks like there's not a single caravel here damaged, and we do have caravels damaged from Malco, with no frigate actually in range to attack into them. But this one doesn't have any more movement. Oh, I don't know, he probably moved it out from somewhere. And there are quite a few boats coming out from Malco, and he might actually try to actually get this back. We do have sea dogs coming out from him. Malco is getting his industrialization in 5 turns. I would find it quite unlikely that he's going to manage to get to some marines anytime soon. And I do see Mongolia is getting damaged quite a bit here. He couldn't get his spies proper on England. I don't think he actually sees the cities of England to send spies, no? Oh, he sees Coventry. Okay, he has a spy there. Listening post. Okay. You couldn't get the double, that's what I mean. Okay. Frigates coming out. One of the caravels of England going down. Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to have the Sea Dogs counter-attacking here. We're going to need to see a lot more caravels coming in to be in front of them. With Nijmegen also getting attacked by the Immortals, the walls are slowly going down, but we do need the Trebuchet to actually get into the borders over there to start shooting. And unfortunately, he only has heals over here. First of all, yeah, he can move them there. And it looks like Nijmegen did expend his wall shot onto the Immortal instead of actually waiting to take out that Trebuchet. Trebuchet core is also on the way. This is going to two-shot the walls quite easily. As you can see, it takes out 80% of the walls very, very quickly. The cities of, second city of Persia did get taken down, Zranka, and from what I do notice, Persia is down to 2 cities, Susa and Passacarde, with the settler coming out. We will have one of the, actually the last city of Netherlands being taken out. Rotterdam, the safety settle over here, is not going to be safe anymore. And now we're getting his scientific theory and nationalism in 2 turns. There is no way for him to actually get his navy to the west. Oh, there is, but it's very far away. No, there is not. There is no way, no, sorry. There is no way for him to actually get it through the west side over here to get closer to Malco. There is a way on the other side. He can actually build up a fleet over here next to Preston and send it on the eastern side, so he can actually get to some of the cities of England. Hull is going to be a connection city. It will allow him to actually get into the main territory of England. And I do want to take a look over here what's going to happen. Nanoblaze, 228 science. He did manage to get 151 culture. Tech side, nationalism, not far away from getting his also... civil engineering. I don't see a harbor anywhere at the moment for his build of a civil of a Statue of Liberty, and I don't see him actually getting Mahabori Temple or the other ones that he would need, Potala Palace, for his Diplo victory. Sheitatin, good evening, sir. Atarexian, good evening, sir. Escape made it to make a settle, but he didn't make it to actually keep the settle. And I'm pretty sure Nijmegen over here is soon gonna be taken out, but I think this Trebuchet is gonna go down, and we're gonna need to wait another at least 3 turns for that city to go down. Okay. Rotterdam got taken out. We got some men at arms. Whoa, Trebuchet is actually still alive. I cannot believe Flug did not manage to shoot it with the walls. Wow. And we do have now Sea Dog actually repositioning to also attack into that city center. It seems like it's going to be faster than I thought. Yeah, it's going to be faster than I thought for them to take out Netherlands. One of them is going to lose a military alliance, and I'm not sure if... I don't think actually Persia will lose the military alliance. Does it matter anymore actually if he loses the military alliance? I don't know. Because to be honest, it seems like Nowik is just going crazy here. Steam power, 311 science, 132 culture. We do have Floppy also fighting off Malco's major navy here. I gotta say he does need a lot more boats if he actually wants to take on all of them. And I do see he's bringing a few more caravels that were trying to take out Muscat as the city center. Fez has been sourced by Floppy from the beginning of the game. That's one of the science city-states. Ayutthaya is on the side of Maya and grabbing a lot of culture from that. Venice Nowik, one of the reasons he has so much gold. We do have also Fluk on Muscat, and I do see Hash on Cahokia, while Eron is going to have Hansa. So they have two cities on each side of the gold kind. Preslav none, Granada is being kept by Apology, Cinguetti none, and I do see Nalventa none. Okay. English Maritimes that did pop out from Zanka and Gordian when he took out that city center are going towards Pasa Garden. I would imagine they're gonna start pillaging these tiles as quickly as possible. Does House win when no bets other side? I guess you get your points back basically. What I mean, the House always wins, no? That's how it works, no? Also look at the prediction, what will happen to my bet? I don't know, man, I don't know. I guess it is what it is. You get your points back. It was kind of late to actually get it going, to be honest. Okay, so first player is going to be taken out next turn. Pluck. Is going to be the one that's going to fall over here, taking us into a 4 versus 3 situation. I would imagine Hush is going to be the next one that's going to follow over there. And yeah, there we go. Actually, England now we picks up that city center, and Wilhelmina is taken down. Fought valiantly against Nader Shah, but Nader Shah came out on top, especially when he got a little bit of support help here from Nowik and a lot of gold from his teammates. Ironclads starting to pop out from Nowik. We do have Persia defending himself with caravels, but as you can see, the Ironclads can to shot them quite quickly. And we already see some Sea Dogs starting to get the shots over there on those opposing units, and we do have them fleeting up on the front line. It doesn't seem like Hush is going to have the bows necessary to actually defend himself here. Let's see if he still has a military. Yes, he still has a military alliance. That means somebody else lost a military. And that's a GG right there. GG so right there. The Sharks, another one on the board.
History is written from the hand.
Easy peasy. Amazing moves over there from Nader Shah. He did sacrifice all of his sim and went against his opponent with all of those units. The immortals from the beginning did manage to do so much damage from the beginning. It took quite a bit of time to actually get through the Dutch cities, but he did it in the long term. Japan also did manage to withstand the initial attacks of Persia, giving enough time to Age of Empire to get his boats out and lash out against his opponent with so many Sea Dogs, he couldn't handle them. He was basically making himself another fleet there. Even if Maya did try to get us my science and culture, it looks like he didn't have the opportunity to actually affect the game in the Navy side, and I think that actually cost them quite a bit. Let's see a bit of post-game chat here. Let's hear a bit of post-game chat.
On prend sur la mauvaise décision et moi j'essaie vraiment de rien up sur mon front et je pense que tout 40 quand j'ai airbag je dois en up un ou deux pour...
On fait plus de gold que vous, ouais, donc c'est
même si ça coûte cher. Bah ouais, on garde tous les golds pour Caravelle et je me dis...
Bah souvent, c'est que on en faisait et qu'on les a pas utilisés au final.
Rien.
Ouais, c'était plutôt ça le problème.
Même pour les murs... c'est compliqué.
GG, well played.
Et Maya sur Prima, vous êtes convaincu?
Non.
Bah, on la pique, en fait on la pique pour le rush salpêtre. En fait on s'est dit avec un... Wilhelmine, s'il y a un fight match sur Wilhelmine, avoir 0 6 qui peuvent partir salpêtre c'est compliqué. On a pique Maya un peu en mode bon, c'est le moins pire qui reste.
Moi j'aime pas mais...
Je pense que là t'as vraiment pas la game que tu voulais.
Jamais avoir d'impact. dur, hein,
Oui.
parce que Primo, t'es obligé de te mettre sur la mer au bout d'un moment.
Bah, c'est le truc, hein, c'est qu'on est en mode. Si Malcolm libère l'espace, à un moment, je peux. On dégage le goal, il y a un moment, je peux sortir moi et. Et si j'ai les gros stats, ça va passer. Le problème, c'est que j'ai 5 villes, quoi.
Il faut y aller en B4, B5, quoi, mais.
Ouais, moi je dirais
Bah, B4 est naval, hein, mais. Mais le problème, c'est que bon, il a mon goal à gauche, donc il m'empêche de sortir. C'est pas comme si je faisais ce que je voulais, quoi. Puis j'ai un land qui est à chier, donc bon, c'est pas comme si j'avais beaucoup de stats rapidement.
Ouais, ça c'était le problème qu'on avait, c'est que les lands chez nous étaient compliqués à
Ah,
jouer.
moi j'avais un.
Mais bon, il y a sur Primo, enfin. Le gamble.
T'as pas.
Oh, il est bien,
Franchement, ton land est pas si horrible que ça, je trouve.
Hello guys. GG.
Hello.
Salut.
Ah, j'ai pas eu le temps de te rejoindre, Rancy. Hein.
Mais non. J'y ai presque cru.
Non, mais c'était cool l'instant que le GG.
Pour CC,
Bah oui, faut bien que tu meurs au moins une fois dans la saison, Fluke.
bah ouais, pas cool.
C'est
Ah.
pas drôle sinon.
Moi j'ai une question pour vous, et ce sera probablement ma seule question. C'est pourquoi vous remappez pas?
On se dit qu'on peut avoir pire.
Ouais.
On se dit qu'on peut avoir pire.
Alors, je vous explique du coup ma réflexion, si vous le permettez. Vous first pickez Wilhelmine, c'est votre first pick. Donc vous avez mis une value de fou sur le pick et vous la laissez dans la pire situation possible.
On se dit que
Elle-
c'est
Bah,
un des meilleurs,
est-ce-
c'est un bon c'est un match-up correct contre la.
c'est pas le pire match-up. En fait, on prend Wilhelmine en naval parce que c'est une civ navale qui craint pas trop sur le terrestre.
Ouais,
C'est
mais
ça la raison pour laquelle on pique Wilhelmine.
elle est. Alors, je sais pas si vous voyez déjà la loyauté de Floppy à ce moment-là, mais vous
Si, si,
voyez
on-
Apologie
Ouais,
et vous savez
non.
très bien ce
Non, on
qu'Apologie
va
va faire.
on va pas floppy.
On va pas
on va
floppy.
floppy.
Non, on va pas floppy.
On se dit c'est juste
Donc-
un 1v1, c'est pas grave. Il y a des chauds qui peut tenir.
Ah, mais il trade sur une perse en plus. Au mieux, il arrive à stall, ce qu'il a fait pendant hyper longtemps, et il trade sur littéralement la pire cif pour trade dessus.
Bah, non, ça
Je
c'est
pense
faux,
que moi, je peux stall plus longtemps et j'ai pas voulu dépenser de gold de la game, pas up un arba pendant 15 tours. J'aurais peut-être dû up un peu et me dire
Ouais,
que j'avais besoin
ouais,
de
je suis
gold.
d'accord. Mais en fait, on s'est dit, on a un stop de trade naval facile.
Je me
pour
remets
l'Angleterre.
sur dans tous les cas.
Oui.
Angleterre plutôt free sim, adjusting plutôt free sim, même si mon land est assez à chier.
Oui. Je suis d'accord
Et
avec
on
ça.
se dit ça, normalement, je peux outscale si je suis vraiment très free sim avec cette civ. C'était un peu l'idée. En prod,
Ok.
je peux avoir plus de prod que déjà. Je pense que c'est une erreur, je suis d'accord avec toi. Mais c'était un peu l'idée. Et Maya qui prend
Après,
avec beaucoup de
Vous voyez,
stats.
vous voyez beaucoup moins de trucs que moi, Teddy, hein, donc j'ai des facilités
On a pas
pour parler de ce genre de
En
choses. Hein.
fait, on se dit qu'il y a la Mongolie à droite, parce qu'il y a les mers, mais on pense qu'il est qu'en aval, et moi je pense, en fait, au T10, j'ai l'impression que mon continent il s'arrête à gauche.
Oui, surtout en fait,
Ouais.
on le voit à notre gauche, la mer à la gauche du continent du Maya, la mer, une mer chinoise.
du coup, elle est très
On voit une
loin,
mer chinoise à gauche du continent du Maya.
Non, à droite, non.
oui, à droite.
Non, à gauche aussi.
droite.
On voit à droite et à gauche. On voit les deux.
I'm not sure. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Or bonsoir, monsieur, depending. I have no feelings. I mean, I'm trying to understand. I'm letting them talk. If you are asking me if I feel disrespected, I don't feel disrespected. No, not in
Non,
that.
tu n'arrêtes contre la.
I mean, it's their mother tongue. How I would be, you know.
Pas faire sur un grand naval. Tu fais 2 pour 1, c'est fine.
Ok.
Puis si
Ok.
tu un peu free sim, c'est cool quoi. Enfin.
Oui, oui, bien sûr.
Je suis en 2v1, bah juste je dépense aucun gold et je prends comme.
Je pense qu'on aurait pu te. Ouais.
J'ai-
On avait les golds pour te
Ah, là.
plus de influence.
C'est au deuxième gouvernement et du coup j'ai perdu la carte de l'oligarchie que j'avais jamais eu la prod de sortir un bâtiment de place de goût.
L'archer 2, quand il est mort, j'ai eu une petite larme quand même.
Je suis très peu habitué à jouer sans les first move. D'habitude j'ai les first move tout le temps et là ça dépendait des tours mais.
Et voilà.
Ah, je pense qu'il y a
Ça
2-3
fait
moves
pas
que
peur,
t'as fait,
bon,
Apollo.
Yeah, and they did mention also the gold over there, but I don't gather too many details so I can translate properly. You need to seriously continue French studies. Yeah, I need to find myself another, how to say, tutor. To be honest, right now I have other priorities, critical priorities. This is what it is.
Je savais quand même.
Turbo first move pour essayer de utilité aussi. Hein.
Ouais, comment il va l'homme du match? El Bigos Nawikus.
Bah, j'ai pas besoin de faire grand chose, il y a deux alliés qui me trade dessus, les stats elles montent tout seul. Hein.
Ouais. C'est très bien joué hein, d'ailleurs vos villes là pour que. Et Floppy qui prend les trades sur les bonnes villes pour pouvoir trade hyper loin sur toi. C'était hyper bien joué.
C'est la strat. Je mets Reina aussi.
Ouais, double. Tu te passes en 2 Reina? Ou
Trois
t'arrives
pour
même
l'alien,
jusqu'au Japon?
Celle d'Apo, et il
Ouais,
y a
mais ça
celle
sert à rien.
de
Non, il
Nike.
va pas jusqu'au Japon, ils sont un militaire le Japon.
Ouais, on
Ouais,
s'en
ils ont
doutait.
décidé que c'était moi qui-
Ouais, bah ouais.
Ouais, il était trop irréel, le Japon voulait vraiment que feed Nawik.
J'aimerais un trop
Bien
Kubi,
de
vous prenez
feed,
double perse ou pas? D'ailleurs.
Comment?
Je sais pas, on hésitait avec Varangé
On ferait un trop Kubi, est-ce que vous prenez double perse?
Je pense qu'on prend Perse vers Angers peut-être.
Ouais,
Mais
peut-être vers un trop
Je pense que
Kubi.
vous devez un trop Kubi parce que de toute façon on prendra pas double paire je pense.
Ouais, bah on voulait la pique, mais ouais, on a pas.
Oh, il y a un moment où on
Strike.
prend la double
Il y a un
perse.
monde où on prend double perse, mais je sais pas.
Ouais, je sais pas.
Mais en tout cas, c'était
Ouais, mais
pas.
au pire, on prend, je pense que c'était bien pour un truc pas mal, plutôt que une vieille perse.
Trop fort aussi
je
Massif.
pense que c'est. Ouais. Un peu les
Ne pas mettre la carte deux
différences,
fois, avoir dieu de la guerre et du pillage, bon.
Ouais, non, mais là, le plus 3, c'est un jeu pour.
Ah, je pense que c'est trop fort dieu de la guerre et du pillage sur cette map. Hein. C'est pas possible de laisser dieu de la guerre et du pillage à moi.
Ah, nous, c'est la Perse qui avait un free Panthéon avec sa merveille, mais comme il a pas spawn coastal, c'était moins cool d'aller prendre un dieu de la mer parce qu'il a pas de poisson.
Non, guerre et pillage, c'est surtout qu'il faut dire.
Ouais, il a pris des.
Ouais, je sais pas, je pense que j'aurais dû prendre avec mon Angleterre. Dieu de la mer, mon dieu de la mer était pas très bon.
Vraiment, avoir le coup
Ouais,
de
surtout, on va
Cairo
peut-être.
là.
Enfin, moi, j'aime pas notre draft, mais bon, c'est encore autre chose. Mais.
Ouais, bon, c'est un peu résultat.
Bah, moi je trouve que ouais, votre pick Maya il est dur, je trouve.
Bah, le maillage, ouais, je vais pas trop m'en foutre là-dessus. Puis, je sais pas, moi, j'aurais fait. On ban. Moi, j'aurais banni autre chose et j'aurais pris double ton Angleterre.
Bah non, on pensait que vous alliez réintro Didon ou Angleterre. Mais du coup, vous nous laissez choisir les. Comme c'est vous qui les banniez, pour nous, on a choisi.
Bah, on craignait qu'en faisant ça, que vous preniez 2 cycles de gros dogo et que du coup, on se fasse baiser parce que bah, on a 4
ok.
cycles navals, enfin 3 cycles navals et que du coup, bah.
Ok, ok.
Ouais, on voulait pas trop jouer sur 3 cibles navals, c'était pas le plan.
Ouais, moi j'aime bien sur la map. Et vous voulez jouer.
Guys, gonna stop it here. Have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining. We're gonna see the next games. We're getting ready for the CWC. This week we're gonna get all of the details going over there to display them on the website. And you're gonna get to see who are the teams. Have a great evening, everybody. Much appreciated for the subs and the follows. And we're gonna see each other in the next stream. Bye bye bye.